What's up, guys? Myron Gaines here, my boy Fresh Prince, CEO on the Fresh and Fit podcast. Today, we're going to talk about 7 things women want but will never tell you, okay? Let's get right into it, baby. Yo, Fresh, what's up, bro? How we doing?
What's up, man? Feeling a bit under the weather earlier today, but I'm really good because I posted the video. We did the prank video out in public in Miami. So guys, check it out on my page, Fresh Prince CEO. The video is lit. A lot of good edits there. Me and your boy Myron Gaines went ahead and talked to females to figure out if they like tall guys or short guys. As you guys know what the answer is, but it's still good to see us in action, you know what I'm saying? In public, cold approaching, stuff like that.
Guys, make sure to go like that video, man. Because that thing was a pain to film, baby. Like it took us,
days.
Let's break the third wall real quick, guys. It took us like 3 weeks to film that thing because Miami is a ghost town right now. Like literally, we had to go out and cold approach for like 3 weekends in a row. And I kid you not, guys. Like it was dead. We went to Miami Beach. We went to Wynwood. We were in Brickell,
everywhere,
place for hours. Like just like, hey. We'd like see chicks and they weren't even hot. We'd be like, oh, should we do it? And then we'd like talk to them anyway and be like, oh my God, no. Well, they'll laugh at us, you know. Because we got a lot of footage of girls that aren't that attractive, and we're like, oh, like okay, we'll have it just in case we need to put the video out. But we wanted to make sure we had only like the most attractive women, guys. Because at the end of the day, receipts, baby. Like if you walk it like you talk it, man. And here's the thing: all those girls that we put on video. We cold approached every single one of them. Like we were chasing them down the street. Like, hey, we need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, so all that. So Fresh, you want to say anything?
Yeah, man. Myron Gaines put in the work, man. This guy is like a lightning bolt. The moment he sees a spark, he's gone to it. So that's a good game right there.
So you guys better like that video, bro. Because I put in a lot of work on that joint, man. We were running everywhere, dude. You know what I mean? Nice. Like in Miami right now, guys, I kid you not, do not come out here right now. Like insider stuff, do not come out here. Right now, the city's still pretty much locked down. We have a curfew. It's been extended to it's 11 p.m. now. But all the clubs and bars are still closed. So the only way you can come to Miami, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. The only way you can come here and have fun is if you're a hot girl. Simply put, that's it. They're getting invited to mansion parties and private parties or whatever. If you're a guy and you come out here, the only way you're going to have fun, you're going to have to get a boat. That's going to cost you at least 2 stacks. So,
real quick, Robert said it in the chat. Did you guys close some of those girls?
Check
out Patreon for that.
It's actually in the Patreon when we give some receipts in there. Okay, so guys, today's topic, Fresh, you got anything to say before I get into it?
Man, guys, look, we're doing a lot of content for you guys. Like, we really care about you guys. We want you guys to learn a lot, and we're in the game, baby. We're out here doing cold approach. We're out doing social media game, so we can give you guys the best results. So when you do it in your life, it actually works rather than just theory. So we're doing the real deal. Holyfield.
Yeah, man, we're out here, guys. Like, I don't want to sound cocky or anything like that, but I looked through some of our competitors, in this demographic, of providing this type of content for you guys, and quite frankly, none of them come even close. Like, I'm trying to keep it clean because we want to push this thing to get more reach. But the point is, like, I looked at their stuff and it's trash. It's basura. It's like, I look at it and it's like Patreon exclusive videos only, nothing else. And I'm like, yo, like what? Like, we're out here doing Zoom calls, coaching, the Telegram, showing receipts, like all that stuff, man. So get on the patreon.com/freshfit, guys, right there underneath Fresh's picture. We would both be having it, but then you guys would be confused, like who's who. So patreon.com/freshfit, guys, please get on there, support us. It starts off at $5. That's a coffee, you know what I'm saying, that you would take for a girl anyway that don't like you and ain't gonna bang you. So you might as well learn how to do it the right way through us and close. So with that said, we're gonna get right into it, guys. We're going to talk about the 7 things that women want, but will never tell you. And on top of that, we're going to also like touch on things that girls will never tell you in general. You know what I'm saying? Like things that like they just won't. And it's not what you guys think, like, oh, this basic thing. Like, no, there's going to be some things here that are going to have underlying things that you need to be aware of. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, we will get into the first one as we see the people piling into the chat. So, all right, guys, we're going to get right into it. Number 7, aka number 1. We're going to count these bad boys down, okay?
Round 1, fight.
Okay. They will never tell you if they cheated and will not reveal any unflattering truths about why they broke up with their ex-boyfriend, especially if he initiated the breakup. They will always blame shift. Fresh, you want to take this one away, man? I've been yapping too much.
Yeah, man. So you guys know you take a girl on a date, right? You get to talking to her, whatever, and she'll tell you like, oh, I had a bad breakup, and my ex used to beat me. He used to really lie to me and cheat on me, and they would never talk about what they did that caused him to do these things, right? And if you're rightfully aware, you're gonna know off rip that like these girls, bro, never take blame. And that's because nobody holds them to be accountable. Because guess what, guys? A hot girl comes in a room, nobody's gonna ask any questions. They're gonna take whatever she says as the gospel. Right. But at the same time, we know just from dealing with women every day and I'm saying going on dates that majority of girls that have bad breakups is because they're doing something as well to cause the guy to, to react in that way. So whenever you hear girls tell you, oh, he did this and that to me, just ask them real quick, hey, baby girl, what did you do to him? And she will not tell you, but you can always assume based on how he reacted that if he okay. So for perfect example, right? Let's say you met a girl, right? And she's like, oh, he suspected me of cheating, so he cheated. 9 out of 10 times, it means that she was cheating and he just saw it and then did the same thing. So they're gonna be very low key about it, but you can pick it up by how they talk and how they blame shift only to the guy, and you'll know off rip that it was probably her doing something else in the background, causing him to do the same thing. So,
bro, I'm gonna keep 100 with you guys. You guys got to understand that women, like when you tell them, like they really think they're invincible, bro. They run around like Mario with a star and it's invincible. And the thing is that when you have this awareness, you know what I'm saying? You get rid of that star. And the thing is, you guys got to understand is that they're always going to play the victim role. So like anytime a girl tells you like her sob story of, what happened with her ex-boyfriend or whatever, a lot of the time she might've cheated on him. She got caught. She was actually emotionally abusive to him. She treated him like crap. So you always got to like listen to what she says and like, not necessarily listen. Well, you listen to what she says, but you also need to listen to like how she said it. Because a lot of the time what she's going to do is give you
are fake news.
She's going to tell you a bunch of BS, man, about, he was terrible. He did this, he did that. But she's going to obviously absolve herself of any responsibility of the things that she didn't do in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's something that like I didn't figure out until way later in my RP awakening, so to speak. We're trying to keep this YouTube clean for you guys so that we can wake up more men that since we're obviously here in the game in Miami, Florida. But anyway, in general, so you gotta move with that same awareness. And this is something that's gonna come later, because here's the thing you guys gotta understand. As a man, you're programmed and literally hardwired to believe women, to protect women, to provision for women, etc. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but you need to understand that women will 100% use that to their advantage and play the damsel in distress. And if you're not aware, right, your fool levels are high, they're going to look at you like, oh,
that was easy.
And then they're just going to take you to the cleaners and let you, sell you that purity that we always talk about. Women are pretty much purity dealers, and they're also guilt dealers. They're going to want you to feel bad for them and feel sympathy for them, etc. And this is also, Fresh could talk about this. He could give you his story here in a second about this. They're going to want to make you feel bad, make the ex-boyfriend look even worse. A lot of the time to set you up to ask you for something. Right? Whether it's money or some type, but yeah, I know Fresh got a story for this, bro. You want to go down memory lane on this one?
Sure, let's do it, bro. All right, man. So I was going on a date with this chick, right? And Spanish chick down here in Miami. Really cool girl. But it was apparent to me that she kind of had like an agenda. But I said, you know what? Let me hear her out, right? Just how she was moving. And I know how like girls like that move. So all right, cool. Let me hear her out. So we go have some food down by my spot, and she's saying like, oh, you're such a good guy. Like, my ex was never like you. He'd always like, promise me things but never do things. And like I'm having a hard time now, and I really need help. And I'm like, oh, here we go, the help word. Right. So then she's like, yeah, my ex promised me to help me get my I think it's when you do like the nurse training, whatever, like when you pay for like the certificate, I forgot what it's called.
Probably like some kind of CNA training or something like that. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So her role was to like help him with his business, and he's gonna help her with her training, whatever. Long story short, he didn't do shit. He just made her help him and then dipped. But like she was like, hey, because of Corona, I haven't been able to put money towards my training, and I wish I could find a guy that could help me. I'm just thinking like,
you just thinking this, bro.
For real, like,
she tried to give you the violin story and all that other shit, all that other shiz. We keep it clean for you guys.
Now, mind you, she's a 9 out of 10, but she's bad as hell, right?
Okay.
No cap. She's really broke. So the average dude will be like, yo, don't worry about it. I got you. I'll pay for it. I'm just like, yo, that's really sad. Like, crazy that maybe you're gonna find a guy that help you, but it won't be me. I didn't say it that mean, but you know what I'm saying? In my head, I was like, yeah, like it's not gonna be me. But yeah, it happens, guys. They'll use that like that guilt story to like trip you into like thinking that they are really like in a bad spot, and they probably are, but like that's not your job to fix it. Hands down.
Facts. So. Yo, Walt just heard that and was like, I ain't the one, baby. You ain't gonna come up on me. And here's the thing, man. Like, and I get what you guys are thinking, like, oh my God. And here, yo, guys, listen, when I listen to female sob stories too, especially when it's at the hand of another man, I do feel bad. Like I genuinely in my heart, like I'm a human being, man. Like I do feel in this black heart of mine, I still feel bad. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, you got to use this head, not that head. And you got to understand that this is a typical female manipulation tactic because women know, man, that if they play the damsel in distress, you're going to help them. You're going to feel bad. You're going to help them. I'll tell you guys a story right now. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yo, we got stories for days, bro. So guys, so check this out, man. I went out, I was seeing this stripper, right? From a very famous club out here, one of the top clubs out here. Bad, you know what I'm saying? And basically, she had, like, obviously, as you guys know, with this COVID stuff, she's not working right now, right? So times are tough. And she gave me the whole sob story, all this, whatever. And in my head, I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, you right now in Miami, there's a, beer bug protection for rent. You know what I'm saying? So people can't get evicted right now in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I think until October, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Fresh, you own some property.
Yeah, I think it's over now, though.
Okay.
I think it's over now.
So, long story short, so she gives me the sob story, boo hoo hoo, all this other stuff, right? But she gets me, and I'm gonna tell you guys. See, I could admit my L's on here. She has dogs. She has pit bulls. Okay, and I like animals. I love dogs, right? So I'm like, well, what about your dogs? And she's like, oh, well, I haven't really been able to buy them dog food. I was like, what? And I was like, okay, here. And yo, guys. I admit, man. I admit it. Hand to the man. I sent her $60 to feed them dogs, man. You know what I mean? Like I did. You know what I'm saying? And she sent me a picture of the dog food, right? Because I told her, you better send me a picture of this dog food. I'm gonna be tight. You know what I'm saying? And then we hung out the next week. And guess what happens? As typical, like I tell you guys all the time, when a chick belongs to the streets, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna treat you bad after you treated her well. And what'd she do? She denied your boy that fornication. And you know what I was like? I was like, oh, okay. At that point, I was like,
it was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? So basically, she left and I never contacted her again. Because when a girl denies me that, bro, like it's done. It's a dub. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
So yeah, man, I cut it, and then she actually hit me back like 2 weeks later. 2 weeks ago, trying to reinitiate conversation, but I just blocked her. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. She's bad, bro. But like, obviously, I wasn't dumb enough to like, go ahead and like give her actual real money for her problems. But man, the dogs, bro, I was like, my guilt levels were like,
it's over 9,000.
So she sent me the pictures of the dogs eating and stuff like that. I got super happy, whatever. And then she came over the next week. She denied me the fornication. I was like, all right, get out. I don't care anymore. Boom. So done. So yeah, that's number that's number 7, guys.
It happens, man. Like a lot of these girls, bro, are looking for the next meal ticket, which is the next guy to help them. And that story is the same story they preach to every single guy. Mm-hmm. And if you're not careful, you don't know how to vet women, you'll fall right into their trap. And then boom, you know what I'm saying? You're helping them. And then before you know it, she's with dirty Dick Dan down the hallway. And you're giving her money. And you know what I'm saying? So be careful.
Facts, man. So even me, a veteran player in the game, man, she knew my weak spot with dogs. So
we take L's, bro.
Yeah, we do. And yo, if you don't admit it, then I know you ain't in the game. So all right, so we got some super chats in here. I have a drink tomorrow. I set the date at a bar A, and the girl wants to go to bar B right next door. Should I push for bar A or just go to bar B? And you push for A, bro. Or you pick another, or you pick a C. You pick a third one right next to it. Don't go to where she says. It's that strong that you have to, like, she can't pick nothing. You understand? So just pick another one right down the street or push A. I don't even suggest you push A. Just tell her, A, do C or whatever. You know? And if she tries to tell you whatever, you can tell her, okay, cool. You want to do B? Then you can get the first round there. Then we're going to go to A. And I got that one. If she wants to, like, you know, be annoying. Okay, we got another super chat here. Hey, from Chris. Women with 3 kids at 34 looking for someone to spoil me and take me for my flaws. Tired of games.
Simple female on dating apps. Tinder, Bumble, you name it.
Yo, you guys are gonna see a lot more of
Chris.
Man, he's a part of the team, man. He actually went with me, which will give you guys a little cool story at the end here. But Chris is a member of the team. He's gonna be running the podcast while me and Fresh are talking our smack in studio. Oh, look who we got. Man, I gotta do it twice. Bulldog mindset, always showing love. John for Bulldog mindset. That's because the dogs weren't bulldogs. You're right, bro. They were pit bulls.
yo, I showed John the video we did, the prank video with the public interview.
Yeah.
And John was like, look, this just goes to show the lesson here is that women will always try to be fair to look at in front of their friends.
Facts. See, and John that wasn't even out there filming with us, he knows it. You know what I'm saying? John, shoot me a text if you want to come on to do the Q&A at the end, brother. You're always welcome on the show. You know that, you family. So, okay, guys, we're gonna go into Fresh. You got anything else on women trying to make you feel bad because they're boyfriends and not tell you unflattering realities, how they broke up, etc.?
I mean, yeah, guys. Like, just to close it out real quick. If you ever get like a girl telling you a story, try to think why she's telling you a story. Is it because she really wants you to help her? Or she just wants to, like, I'm saying, express her feelings. Because just there's a big difference. It's just telling you just because she wants you to know. It's different than her telling you because she wants something in return. Because what'll happen is, let's say you do the date, right? You hear her story and you sleep with her. The next day you may get a phone call saying, hey, babe, my car broke down. Can I get $100 for my tires? Something like that. So be careful, right? So that's just something to keep in mind whenever you go on a date. Why is she telling you this stuff? And think about it the next day. You get me? So
awesome. All right. We're going to go into number 2, which is actually really number 6, but you know what I'm saying? You guys know I'm immature with the soundboard, so.
Round 2, fight.
Okay. They want you to have the ability to cheat, but not actually do it. Women need social proof from other women to take you seriously. Men don't need social proof to make select. Women do. Fresh, can you take this one away, brother?
Man. See, this is kind of thinking right now. How to put this? You kind of have to like walk the talk, but not like talk the talk. What I mean by that is like how you move and how you are perceived is gonna matter more than how you say it. For example, a guy that's always like, oh, you know what I'm saying, the loudest guy in the room trying to show off is never the guy that should be taken seriously because he's the guy that's trying to like make a point by just showing off, but he won't really do much. Versus the guy that's in the corner, in the back, just chilling, that's really, really like harmless, but in his eyes you can see like the fire. So you want a girl to look at you the same way. Like you're in the back, you're smooth with it, and people just like you as an individual. And the thing is, like, girls want to know that like you can get girls without her, but you don't have to throw it in her face. So what I mean by that is that, like, you can have an abundance mindset, have a lot of girls, but she doesn't want to basically see it in her face. But she wants to have like an idea that you can actually talk to girls and you have like an awareness of how female nature is. Once you can get that down packed and you kind of like get more experience and you go talk to a girl, she'll know that you're a real player or a pimp because like when you approach her, he's like, oh, his game is tight. That was smooth. Just by how you talk, how you walk. So you should be trying to become the best person you can be, which is a high value male. But at the same time, practice game. So like, let's say for example, she told you like a shit test. You should be able to come back with a witty answer like Myron all the time. Whenever they give a shit test, it's like a bat. He just swings, hits it back, and the girl's like, oh, wow, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you should try to approach it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get experience, date a lot of women, and figure out, like, okay, what's my style, what's my lane? Stick to it, and become that high-value male. So that whenever she sees you, like, oh, this guy's game is tight. Like, he's very smooth with it. He's slick with it. You get me? So that type of vibe. So,
guys, we're gonna have some fun with this, get some interaction going. So, of these things, what do women find most attractive? Is it Pre-selection, status, clothing, physique, nice cars. Go ahead and take your pick. The options again. Number 1, pre-selection. Number 2, status. Number 3, I don't remember. Number 4, I don't remember. Number 5, I don't remember. Guys, the point is this, man. Pre-selection is by far one of the biggest attraction triggers when it comes to women, man, because it's the only honest indicator that other women truly like you, man. Pre-selection is the most honest indicator that you truly are a high SMV male, because when other women sign off on you, there's no other proof in the pudding. You know, the cars, nice clothing, being in good shape, looking good, whatever. Women can assume it. But when they see you with other women, there's no more assumptions. It's known. You understand? Like it's done, like it's known. There's a reason why, and Fresh could talk about this from experience, and I'll tell you guys this as well. When celebrities and rappers come to clubs, especially here in Miami, they make it a point. I need like 20 chicks in my VIP. Even though they're not gonna, they already got like 5 chicks with them. Like Trey Songz, for example, guys, little insider pro tip. He travels with 5 women everywhere he goes. He has 5 chicks that he brings out with him everywhere he goes. They just travel with him. You know what I'm saying? But when Wayne is here, when I know the rapper, you party with one of them, Fresh. You could talk about it in a second. But like,
yeah,
you know, when they come, they make sure there's women with them, man. Dan Blazarian, that's all his game. Like he has women with him all the time, because women, guys that are, you know, that understand women, even on a fundamental level, understand that chicks want dudes that other chicks want to be with, man, because there's no stronger cosign than hot girls with you. And as a matter of fact, the more competitive the marketplace, the more important it is to have pre-selection. Miami, New York City, LA, etc. You're at a top end club, bro. You're not. I'll keep it 100 with you guys. You're not going to pull at live unless you have good game and or a table with some kind of selection. Like your live, story, these top end clubs, because there's going to be any night you go there, especially on weekend, there's going to be a rapper there. There's going to be a celeb there. You know what I'm saying? Every single time. So you go to, like, I basically consider it like the Olympics of the sexual marketplace. When you're at a nightclub like that, you're gonna need pre-selection is gonna be pretty much one of the few ways you could do it. So you're gonna need a VIP. You're gonna have like iron tight game, good looking, tall, whatever it may be, a Chad, you know, because it's literally the one of the hardest scenes, man. So I know, Fresh, you want to touch on this a little bit.
Yeah, so there's 2 types of things you can do, guys, for showing pre-selection. There's a silent game and then a show-off game, right? So silent game is you're just a stone cold player. You know female nature in and out, and she knows off rip that you're that dude that can get girls, right? So you don't even need to have girls around you at that point. So I call that like the silent type, right? Versus the show-off type is the guy that has like a lot of validation, a lot of girls around him, and she sees it from afar. She's like, "Oh my god, who is this guy?" So off rip, that's why like rappers like Myron Sane, athletes, all these dudes, they have girls that stay around them because 1, it makes them look good in other people's eyes, and 2, at their status level, that's what they should have. So by default, them having that in their circle right now is gonna give them more of whatever they want. So the point is that like when you can showcase your status through like hot women, cars, stuff like that, it kind of like gives you a perceived value that's higher than most people. And off rip, girls are going to be like, for the most part, girls will be like, "Oh my god, like who is this guy? I want to see what he's about." So, and funny enough, I actually partied with a couple high class people, and the funny thing is that they have guy girls. So they have guys that literally go on Instagram, DM girls, and say, "Hey, let's say like this basketball player, Jimmy Butler is going to be here tonight. We need 3 girls to come join us." And they'll be like, "Oh my god, I'm down." They'll come through, but with 3 baddies with him. And guess what? He might not even smash those girls. He'll smash the girls that come to the table after those girls leave. So it's kind of like you kind of want to have like a how to put this, a perceived value of you being like that guy, because it's going to attract more girls to you as well. That's just like a technique you can use. Like I said, the silent technique where you're just like stone cold player, versus the show off technique where you're like the guy that's, I'm saying, like a Dan Blazarian. So
yeah. So basically, man, yeah, it's just like it's just the most honest way to show that you truly have attraction, and women will never admit it. Right? They'll try to shame you. Like, you guys got to say, here's the thing you guys got to understand. This is why this awareness is so important. Women are going to shame you for always being around other women. They're going to try to tell you, "Oh, you know, you're a player." They're going to try to use shaming language. Like, because you guys got to understand that, like, when you're like striking a nerve with women, 9 out of 10 times, their default defense tactic is to shame you as a man, because obviously they can't physically do anything to you. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to shame you. They're going to attack your masculinity. They're going to attack your manhood. You're not man enough to be monogamous, not man enough. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that, which is like ridiculous, because again, a lot of these women think that we adhere to the same sexual strategy that they do. They want monogamy. They want one high value person that they can just kind of deal with. Dudes, though, on the other hand, we want chicks all the time. We want hot chicks. And I tell girls this on dates too. I don't care. I'll tell them, like, I'm not monogamous at all. Like, that's what you want, maybe. But let me tell you something, man. If a woman ever tells you, you're just a player, whatever, any of this, any of this stupid BS that like chicks like to do when they try to shame you when you have options as a man. Because you guys got to understand too, like this shaming, it comes from this. Women don't like guys that have leverage in the marketplace. You understand? Women like to have all the leverage in the marketplace. They like to be able to control, be selectors and in control of who gets to procreate, etc. So when a man, though it's rare, is in a position where he can actually kick girls to the curb and pick women and whatever, bro, it causes a lot of uncertainty, but it turns them on because it's rare. You understand? Because guys that kick women to the curb, no doubt about it, high value, because most men will take what they can get. You know what I mean? But when you're sitting here and you're telling chicks, like, yo, who's the rapper that like he shows up? He'll be like, he'll point at the girls at the like standing in line, be like, you. Now the rest of you get out of
here. Ray Sherman.
Yeah.
That guy. No, what's the group called? They had the song Black Beatles. I think it's Ray.
Someone in the chat's gonna have it.
Yeah, Ray Sherman.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It's I'm actually following him. It's Sway Lee. Yeah.
They were
that guy.
He was partying the VIP with him, and he was just like picking the baddest chick. So like, women love that. You know what I'm saying? They'll tolerate it from high value guys, but like they don't deep down, like they don't really like it. They don't want to deal with a guy like consistently that has that option. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to know that you have it, but like deep down, like not really. You know what I'm saying? Because like they like to have all the leverage in relationships, and women typically aren't used to dealing with a guy that has a leverage, because you guys got to remember, women just are, men must become. You know what I'm saying? Like this is why it's like hilarious when a chick tries to like, don't have this argument with her, guys. We all know arguing with chicks is stupid, but you guys I want you guys to understand this. When a woman tries to shame you and say, oh, well, when are you going to settle down? You're some player. She's going to say all this, BS to try to make you feel bad about having options. Understand that when she was 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, when she was partying, going to Miami, Cancun, getting on boats with millionaires, yachts, because this is the baddest chicks. That's the life they live. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you guys, they come down here and they're jumping on boats in Miami Beach. They're getting flown out, etc. They're living life like awesome. The hottest chicks in their 20s. They weren't thinking about settling down, were they? Okay. However, when you hit 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and you start making 100 grand a year plus whatever, and you're starting to do your thing, you're starting to hit in the gym, you get more attractive. And then those same girls that when you were in college getting flown out by millionaires, right? Now they're 30 and they want to say, oh, well, when are you going to settle down? Well, why are you still messing around? You're too old to be in the club. They're saying all this shaming stuff.
And hold on. Just after that as well, those same girls that were getting flown out, getting on boat rides are broke at 20. And guess what? When they get 30, they're still broke. So if you, for whatever reason, wife up one of those girls, bro, you got a broke, damaged female that wants to be taken care of. Let me say that again. You want a broke, damaged female that wants to be taken care of. And if you take that bait, bro, deuces, I feel like you're done at that point.
Oh my God.
So when she's trying to shame you and everything like that, just understand that you and your 30s or your 40s or whenever you're starting to make it and girls are trying to shame you for not wanting to settle down, now you're the 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old girl that she was, 20 years ago. Now you're there. It's just that the things that make us attractive take time to get. You know what I'm saying? So women are always going to try to sit there and tell you, oh, well, you adhere to the same mating timeline that I do. And you tell her, no, I don't, like at all. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was 18, 20, no millionaire contacted me and said, hey, you want to come to Dubai and chill? You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of here, bro.
Yeah, I mean, me and Marion went on a double date with these two white girls. And
oh, wait. Oh, you can tell this? Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Yo, this is a good one. This is a good one, guys. Listen up.
I meet this girl off of Instagram, and I tell her bring her friend. Because, obviously, my boy Marion's at the crib. Because we're going to have a little pool party later, right? So they come through, two white girls. They look pretty okay. I'll say maybe a 7 or so. And in this case, we're vibing, just chilling. And they're like, oh, yeah, we always get invited to boat parties. Actually, we're going to the boat party tomorrow. And we're like, mind you, I think a little bit deeper. They're both broke as hell. And one of the girls, should I even say it, bro?
Go, bro. Do it. Do it.
One of the girls, right, has late night escapades to pay her rent. Oh. And I was like, whoa. I'm like, yo, dude, like that's what she lives. Literally from guy to guy. She'll go to the guy's crib, you know what I'm saying? Do her stuff, get paid, and then pay her rent. And it's funny because like you'll be like, yo, this chick is bad. But guess what, guys? The majority of them are broke. So if you put them on a pedestal and then you want to enter that frame, you're gonna lose because one, they're gonna take your money or take it for whatever you're worth, and then two, they cannot help you in any way or form. So be careful.
Boom, baby. That chick, bro.
She belongs to the streets.
That's a mundo. So, all right. So we're gonna move on. Well, Fresh, you got anything before we move on to number 5 on the list?
Yo, that's it, man. We're giving them too much game, bro. Too much game.
Yeah, we going down memory lane, cracking jokes and everything. All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to number 5. Guys, we've already given you 2 great, things to look out for as far as like, things women want, but they'll never tell you. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, support the content. You know what I mean? Get on CEO Lifestyle's YouTube page. Go subscribe to him. Like this video. Get on our Patreon, patreon.com/freshfit. And we're going to continue rolling on here. Okay. So this is going to be number 5, aka the third thing that women want, but will never tell you.
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
Myron. Yeah. We got 242 people in here watching and only 77 likes. We need at least 100 likes, bro. Guys, we need at least 100 likes in here before we go 4, bro.
Come on, man. Yeah, get us
100 likes.
Guys, come on.
Minimum.
Man.
Come on, guys.
Pushing the algorithm. We can save some other simps out there that need help. You know what I mean? So some guy doesn't make the same mistake I made and buy some dog food for some pit bulls.
Look. We're almost at 100 now. 93?
Yep.
Hey, yo, we got a loyal fan base, bro. 101. Yo, thanks, guys. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you guys for that, bro. Thank you for that. And now we're gonna and Robert Sananas, Myron, how well were you doing with the chicks at 23? Bro, I was in college, so like once I got out of college, it was much harder. I was very domain dependent. And Rob, I saw your question earlier about how to show social status. We're gonna answer that at the end, guys. Your questions, hold them at the end. We're gonna open up the phone lines and we're gonna get you guys questions answered, super chats, everything. Fresh is making a quick little log. Fresh, can you do that?
Yeah.
And then of all the questions and super chats. So don't worry. Hold your questions to the end, guys, please. Okay. So now we're number 5, aka the third thing on the list.
Round 3.
Woo! Okay, this one is a big one, guys. They pray and hope you have game and can take charge and lead them to sex. Okay? Not allowing them to dictate the pace, okay? Man. Fresh, you want me to take this one first, or you want to do this one first?
Go kill it, bro. Kill it.
Yo, man. Okay, guys. I'm gonna start off with we're all men here. We're all logical beings, right? You guys do understand that like one of the most popular books with females is a book called 50 Shades of Grey. And for some of you guys that have been living under a rock and don't know what that book is, well, first of all,
are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
But it's okay. We're the Fresh and Fit podcast is here to educate you. Guys, it's a book basically about a guy, right, that fits all the mold that women love, okay? Tall, good looking, Chad, multi-millionaire CEO. And guess what, guys? He has a fetish of being really dominant, okay? With like whips and chains and all this other extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't need all that. This dude out here grabbing chicks like,
get over here.
You know what I'm saying? So, and women love this book. Literally love this book because this guy fits the archetype of an alpha male that's good looking, that meets all this criteria. And I've always said it, man. Women are fundamentally incapable of leading a man within the confinements of a romantic relationship. You guys got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because no woman wants to be responsible for anything that's going to make her look like she's promiscuous. You understand? This is deep level game that we're telling you guys right now. No chick wants to be responsible for displaying any type of behavior that's going to make her look promiscuous in your eyes sexually. You understand?
So don't ask her. Just do it, Shia LaBeouf. Just do it.
Bro, facts, man. Thank you for that. Thank you. So you guys gotta take lead, man. Like no chick wants to be like the one pushing for aggression to like get some action. Like she wants you to just get it. Shout out to Rolo Tomasi. He did a whole podcast on that where he broke down the psych. You guys should go check that out on the theory. But over here, we're on the application side, man. You guys should all go read The Rational Male, though, all jokes aside, so you can understand the backing as to why women do this thing. But to give you guys a quick little synopsis, you guys got to understand that women are purity dealers, okay? Their ability to lock down a high-value guy is contingent upon them having this look of innocence, beauty, docile, and not being promiscuous in general, okay? And even girls that are promiscuous, girls that are like twerking on camera, all this other stuff, they're still going to go on a first date with you if you come off as a simp. And she's going to be like, oh, I'm a virgin. And next thing you know, you're going to be like,
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why you guys need the red lenses, you know what I'm saying, to know what you're doing so that when you're talking to these women, you can discern a chick that's trying to sell you purity from a girl that really is. So knowing this, that women have a very strong investment in selling you a certain image, she can't be the one pushing forward anything that's going to make her look like a garden tool. Fresh, you got anything? Fresh, you go ahead, man. I went on a rant there. It's your go, brother.
Nah, it's all good. I just want to shout out this guy, Taj Sid. He's a new Patreon member. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you.
Taj, welcome, baby.
Welcome to the gang. All right, man. So in this case, bro, I feel like when a female really understands that you can take charge, bro, she'll let you do your thing. And I feel like most guys, they'll like ask for permission when really truly like she doesn't want you to ask. It's kind of like, how to put this? It's kind of like you can easily open up a door, right? Yourself. But instead of you opening it yourself for the girl, you'd be like, hey, can I open the door for you? Isn't that stupid? Just go open the door. So same thing with escalating to sex. Same thing with getting what you want out of the date. Don't ask. Be a man about it and just do it. So for example, let's say you meet a chick, right? You take her on a date. Let's say you're eating dinner, having drinks, whatever, and you want to take her back to the crib. Don't sit there, have a good time with her, and then say, hey, do you want to come back to my spot? You should be like, yo, real talk, we're having good vibes right now. Let's go back to my spot, have more fun. See, you're not telling her. You're kind of like,
you're not asking
her into it. And yeah, you're not asking her. You're telling her in a smooth way. So my thing is, guys, like girls never want to have any type of responsibility in terms of like having that like closed down at the end of the date. So you're the one that has to lead the interaction. Now, I'm not saying to do anything like #me too. I'm saying like just be mindful of that. And if she says no, like I would say, right? No means no until no means no.
Yes, dudes. Some of you guys are watching this right now. You go think, okay, I'm gonna take action. You can come out the bathroom pantsless. You're gonna be like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying, don't do that, guys. It's got to be a nice little escalation. I'm sorry, Fresh. I didn't even cut you. Going.
No, that's good. It's good.
Like, yo, you guys got to understand. Like, when you know what you're doing with a chick, like she knows immediately. Like within like 20 minutes of like talking to you and everything like that, seeing your vibes, how you do things, whatever. And if you have like an assertive dominant frame, she's going to be like, because let me tell you something, guys, we have it on the Patreon. I did a breakdown of a date that I went on with a feminist, bro. And she's like hardcore feminist. But guess what? When I showed dominance, I was like, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Hey, don't worry about that. Blah, blah, blah. She loved it. And, close the deals. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a used car salesman out here. No, I'm just kidding. But the point is that when the point is this, guys, attraction isn't a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like social constructs cannot outweigh a true hardwired attraction triggers. And women love a guy that can lead, especially when it comes to anything physical intimacy, man, because women don't want to take responsibility for them getting laid. I'll just say it like it is. They don't want to take responsibility for them getting laid, bro. Chicks are trying to keep their notch count down. And, well, they're trying to keep it down on the low. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reality, guys. You guys got to understand that. Just get it and make the advancements, man. So, Fresh, you want to do say anything before we move on to the next one, brother?
Yeah, I mean, just close it off, man. Like I said, don't ask for permission. Just do it. Like, for example, this is some like bedroom game right here. Like, if you're in the bed with her, right? Don't ask if you could pull her here. Just pull it, bro. She's gonna tell you if you could do it or not. Like after the fact. So just do it. Don't be like, oh, can I touch your bro?
Bro, she's gonna be like, if you say can I, she's gonna be like,
Really, nigga?
like, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So as Shia LaBeouf would say, just do it.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
I need to get that soundboard, bro. But yeah, no, all jokes aside, guys, like, yeah, you just can't, you got to do it. Like, I've seen so many, I've done consultations with guys where they've literally asked the girl, is this okay if I do that? Whatever. And they were going to close, dude. Like, I'm talking like weenie was in hand. You know what I'm saying? And they were ready to go. And she was like, I don't think I could do this anymore. Done. You know what I'm saying? Like, just.
Bro.
I
had a consult, right? Where this guy was like, yo, bro, like, I asked her for the kiss. And she said no. I was like, bro, all you got to do is don't ask for it. You know, okay, so this is like my little quick tip, right?
All right, put them on. What do you do?
I'm a hold her hand, right? Spin her around and just go for the kiss. Like, I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but it's kind of romantic at the same time. And it gets like the approach done really fast and you're not saying anything. So she's like, oh, wow, I didn't know you were going to do that. I was like, yeah, because I'm smooth with it. You get me? So like, just be mindful. Don't act, just take action, right? So there you go.
Take action, guys. Stop being soft. Don't ask, just tell. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you guys my little thing, okay? Class in session. If I see the vibe is right, whatever, and she's liking me, I literally just grab her by the back of the head, pull her neck back, and kiss her because I'm taller than her. So I got to, like, you know, typically do that. So, like, obviously, guys, don't, no, some of you guys are in here going, okay, you know, like, don't do that, guys. Like, it's got to be, you know, obviously from the root, so it doesn't hurt her. You know what I'm saying? And then do it gently. Don't yank her neck and go, you know what I'm saying? Like Metal Gear Solid her, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just nice and gently, boom, and then pull her neck back and you kiss her. You know what I'm saying? And she's going to like that aggression. That, like, it's subtle. You know what I'm saying? It's like tactful. You know, don't be on some crazy stuff, you know, thinking like, you know,
Finish her.
bro, chill. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we're going to move on to the next one. We're having too much fun here. Okay, guys, this is going to be number 4 here. Okay. Which is, number 4, actually. Yep.
Round 4.
Fight.
They do not want a man on their level. They want a man above them. Okay. I'm going to say that again. Not on their level, above them. They just avoid saying that because they don't want to be seen as weak or submissive. Ooh. Fresh, you want to take this one first? Or you want me to tackle this one first?
Go for it, bro. You're on a roll right now.
I'll say this, man. Like, you guys got to understand that in 2020, right, with feminism at the level that it's at, women are dissuaded from being feminine and submissive. They really are. You know what I mean? Like, if a woman, and shout out to the club, by the way, with the super chat. $2.99, just supporting to the homies. I'm sorry, club. I had it there for a minute, and I was just on a roll, bro. Guys, go don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go check out his content, man. He's out here doing big things, man. Out of Delaware. Shout out to Delaware. But anyway, getting back to this. Excuse me. So we live in a world now where, like, we live, it's a very female forward world, you know what I'm saying? And women are, kind of taught from young age, you could do everything a man can do, whatever, which is cool. Like, I'm not going to be one of these, like, angry MGTOW guys saying, like, repeal the women's ability to vote and all this other, like, radical stuff. I ain't going to say all that. Well, I think when it comes to civil liberties, rights, privileges, etc., yes, absolutely, women should be on the same par as men. But you guys got to understand, though, that women fought so hard to get to get equality that now it's like kind of like overcorrecting. And what I mean by that is that it's now leaked into relationships with men. Okay. And what a lot of women will do is they'll shame each other, right, for being submissive or being feminine. Like, if a woman says, I just want to have kids and not work, which I think is an honorable endeavor personally, like, she's going to get shamed by her peers for that. Oh, you want to just be some man slave? Blah, blah, blah. Like, she's going to get shamed. So women have basically they have a need to kind of protect that what they want, that like little, that innate need to want to raise children. They have to, like, cover that with, I'm a strong independent woman. I enter the workforce. I don't need no man, anything, even though deep down they want a guy.
They want it.
And they're hardwired for it, man. They're hardwired to look for a guy that's, that can provide, protect, and provision for her. Because you guys got to understand, it's only been the past, I don't care what anybody says, this is facts. It's only been the past 100+ years or so that women have been able to exist without the provisioning and security of a man. Before, modern feminism, a woman stayed with her father, right, to provide and protect for her until she got married off. You go back thousands of years, right, when there were mammoths and saber-tooth tigers running around. Like, if a chick was out in the elements by herself, dude, she would die. She needed a man to go out there, gather extra resources for her, and more importantly, her children. You know what I'm saying? Because women are the more vulnerable gender. It's biologically proven. So you guys got to understand that women truly, they're wired to want a guy not on their level, above them. You understand? Like I'm talking like 1 to 2 points above. So don't listen to any BS that a woman tells you, oh, we're equal, or we're going to have an equal partnership, or any of this, like, you know, egalitarian BS, you know what I'm saying? So Fresh, you go ahead, man. I know I've been ranting.
Yeah, man. No, but I'm gonna break it down a little bit further for you guys. So in this case, like, let's say, for example, right, you got a 7 that you want to talk to, right? And let's say you're a 7 yourself. Guess what, guys? For the most part, that girl doesn't want you. You know why? Because you're on her level. 2, let's say there's a guy next to you that's a 9, right? Because he's 2 points ahead of you and he has maybe a better car, a better spot. She'd rather, and even though he might be a douchebag and just be a horrible guy, right? She'd rather go with him just because he has a better optic of taking care of her than you ever will. So women are, like we all know, they love opportunistically, and they don't ever really love you for the most part, for you as a person, just what you can do for them. So my thing is, guys, like I always say, try to become the best version of yourself that you can. Try to become that 10 or 9 in their eyes, the best ability that you can. So like I said, focus on fitness, like Myron Gaines teaches for his consults. Focus on getting your money up. Focus on having the mindset of dealing with women and, you know, saying the current marketplace, so you know how to deal with them in the first place. And then, or over time, once you start working on yourself, and let's say you're maybe you're under 20, maybe you're like a young guy. Don't worry about it. The older you get and the more experience you get, the harder girls that are going to come to you and be attracted to you, because I'm saying, once again, you work on yourself, you become the high value male, and in essence, what's going to happen is when you get to that point, those 7s and 6s that were like dissing you are going to want you, and you can say, you know what, nah, I didn't want 9s and 10s done because I'm at this level. So that's how you fight back.
Facts, man. Facts. Yo, shout out to Afi Kingdom in the house. Salute my brothers, the $5 super chat. Salute my brothers. Much love, respect, players. You're witnessing a new wave. We the winner circle. Peace, chat. Yo.
Yep, that's true.
I'm telling you guys right now, there's a takeover coming, bro. There's a takeover coming. I think real recognizes real. People know, like, they could tell when people are actually out here applying this stuff and actually out here in the marketplace dealing with this stuff versus guys just talking a bunch of yap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say no names.
Yeah. But, Afi's that guy too, though.
Yeah, Afi's out here.
Yo, Solo did a super chat. Ooh, my boy Solo.
And yo, Afi's definitely going to be one of the guests that we're going to bring to the studio, which we're going to talk to you guys about that and give you a quick little update in a second. We got Solo in here. Where's Solo at, bro?
Solo Solomon Jones
Robert,
says,
Go ahead. What do you say?
Salute to Fresh and Unpluggfit. These guys are hungry for success. And then next up.
Thank you, Solo. I appreciate that. And Solo, if he blesses off on you, you know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So we got Robert Sananis with the $6.99 Canadian super chat. If you don't push for sex and initiate it when she wants it, she's gonna be disappointed and ghost you because she gave you a chance. You didn't make it. You didn't take it. You didn't get it. Yep, absolutely. Like, sexual ineptitude is a big turnoff to women, man. Huge.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you guys definitely got to go and act on that. I'm trying to see if I see Solo's thing here.
It's a yellow.
Ask her if she likes to taste them.
Oh my God.
What's that, man, out here? Yo, that's what, guys, you guys want to understand something? You guys be wondering, like, yo, Bulldog be saying some reckless stuff. You want to know why? He has that FU money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got that kind of money. He doesn't care. He says what he wants, man. This dude's making like $100,000, $70,000 a month, etc. So shout out to John from Bulldog Mindset. We're going to bring him on actually at the end of the show, guys. You guys are going to get a chance to pick the mind of a millionaire. Honestly, I would be just asking him questions. I wouldn't even ask womanizing questions if I were you guys, but that's what you guys want. Okay, let's see here. We got another going through the super chats. Familia de Estrada with the $1 with the super sticker. Go ahead, Fresh.
Bring up Taj. He just made a comment.
Yeah. What up, Taj? Welcome to the family, baby.
Yep. No. He
new patron. What were you gonna say, Fresh? Go ahead.
He had a second one. He says there's some fire stuff in the Patreon, and he put a link there. So I appreciate that, Taj.
Oh, thank you, Taj. Thank you, bro. Yeah. We got receipts in there and everything. Yo, we just hit 300 live viewers, man.
Hey. There you go.
The revolution is coming, guys. I'm telling you. And we got more crazy content coming for you guys. You guys should. Fresh was over here like last night at 1 a.m. and we were talking about what we're gonna do. Pause.
Bro. Pause. I was about to say. Okay, first off, I had a chick at my crib. I left the chick to start working for content for you guys. So, guys, when we say we're actually working for you guys, we are, because we're leaving behind our satisfaction to give you guys satisfaction. So there you
Yo,
go.
and here's another thing too, man. Before we get into the next topic, because we're gonna go into the top 3 here, so we're gonna have some fun with you guys. But bro, we have lost a lot of girls for you guys. You know how many girls message me? I don't like your podcast. Oh, misogynist. Blah, 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 blah. All this other stuff, and I'm like, yo, if you don't like it, then get out. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we're here to help men. We're here to tell guys the truth. We're here to, basically like what works, what doesn't work. We've tried a bunch of stuff. I mean, me and Fresh will be on double dates. We'll be like, yo, let's try this. Like,
Yep. Let's have fun with it.
You know what I'm saying? Like we literally be like split testing stuff right there in the field when we talking to chicks, whatever it may be. So, you
guys,
guys,
I literally follow my Instagram metrics, right? All the time on Instagram. I told Myron, 300 girls unfollow me. And I lost 85 subscribers on my new CEO Lifestyle channel. So those girls were like, oh, you're not the guy I thought you were. You thought you were supposed to be like a cool guy and not talk about women. I'm like, well, first off, this is for the guys, so that's what's important. So whatever.
Facts. And I see Solo's thing right now. Solo TV 84. Guys, go
sub to my man Solo.
Like sub. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'm almost at 6K subs. Solo TV 84 is how I got my first 1,000. I'm always gonna pay homage to that man. Yo. And he's the one that told me that started with the horn stuff too. So I'm always gonna give respect where it's due, man. We don't just here without giving credits. You know what I mean?
He's the one that introduced me and Myron Gaines, even though he's in Minnesota. So without him, none of this would be possible.
One more time. I can't wait to read the comments and them say, I hate these sound effects. All right, man. We got some more super chats here. Ian, we just had to give paid respects to Solo, man. He truly put us together, all that. I am Mr. Dorver. Peace and blessings, brothers. Appreciate the game and work you're putting in.
Love,
Thank
man.
you so much, man. We appreciate it, guys, man. We do this work for you. We will take L's with ladies, and we will continue to do it for you guys. When this city opens back up, I already told Fresh, like, it's done. Like, we're gonna be running wild with cameras, Sony A6400s, vlogging everything. Hey, you bimbo, get in the video. We need to interview you, all this other stuff. So you guys are gonna see a bunch of crazy stuff. Let's see here. We got Unique 79. Let's buy our own boat and name it Fresh and Unplugged. Bro, we're on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I like it, Unique.
Shout out to my boy Roberto F. He's a part of the YouTube team, man. Responsible, guys, for helping us put out this content, man.
Yep.
Thank you, guys. LOL, RIP, lost.
Roberto.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Keeping it clean. Keeping it clean.
Yeah, man. Keeping it clean. Thank you, brother. Because he's the one that yells at me and tells me to stop swearing in the videos, actually. So, you know what I'm saying? Quarantino the God. Keep grinding, bro. 49 new super chat. Thank you so much. And, yo.
Yeah, shout out to him.
We'll tell you guys right now, those two guys, they're 100% coming to the studio. When we get the in studio with the Fresh and Fit podcast, which we will talk about that a little bit later. So, okay, now back to the show. We're here at the top 3 right now, Fresh. Oh man, okay, let's count this one down. All right.
Round 3.
Okay, so you want me to say it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, number 3, I believe. They enjoy men lusting after them.
Ooh.
Right? So I could talk about this on Instagram, social media.
Please.
Because that's my specialty. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna give you 2 examples, right? Let's say you got a chick, right? She's your girl, or supposed to be your girl, and she never posts you on Instagram. She never posts her selfies. She tells you, hey babe, take a picture of me here by this pool, or by this lake, or by this beach area, right? She's posting up stories, she's posting up all these things, right? Putting on her dating apps behind the scenes. And guess what's happening, right? Guys are sliding in her DMs while you're sliding out, taking pictures of her. And what's gonna happen is, over time, she's gonna meet a guy that's so high value and so off the top, and he might even have a blue check. That one day you go out of town with your boys, she goes to see him, her soul is gone. And guess what, bro? You helped her do that because you enabled her, taking those pictures, giving her the spotlight, and you never demanded, not one time, to have her social media or even be posted on our page. Now, mind you, you don't have to be posted on our page because some guys don't like that. I get that. But for the most part, you're helping her make posts and create value for other guys. Bruh, take that shit yourself. You get me? Anyhow, that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah, bro. You guys got to understand. So, man, so with women, right? Shout out to Rich Cooper, Entrepreneurs in Cars. He talks about this, and I agree with him 1,000%. Women are typically looked at sex objects. Men are looked at as success objects. Okay. I hate to say it like that, guys, but that's just the reality. You know what I mean? A man's currency is what he creates in the world, aka how much money he makes, which obviously increases his status, etc. Because money is the foundation. And then a woman, her youth and beauty. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So knowing that, I always tell guys, if you're broke, you're literally the equivalent of like a very obese chick. Like, this is why women are not going to want to deal with you. It's like, would you want to date a super fat girl? No, you wouldn't, right? Okay, this is why women are repulsed when you come on a date and you say, oh, could you Venmo me $10.21? I can't afford this Chipotle burrito. Like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a dub. Now that you understand that women are looked at from a physical standpoint, they need constant validation to perpetuate their status in society from a look standpoint.
Yep.
You guys want to know why like 56 to almost 60% of Instagram users are women? Women absolutely dominate Snapchat. It's like 70-30. You know what I mean? And Facebook is equivalent. But Instagram and Snapchat, which are the picture apps, are dominated by women. Why is that? Well, the reason why, guys, is because women, their value is 100% derived from the way they look. And that's an unfortunate reality. You know what I mean? Because a woman can go to school, become a doctor, whatever it may be. But if she's unattractive, she's going to have a hard time finding a husband, dude, versus a 8-year-old bimbo, you know what I'm saying? That's hot, dumb as rocks. She's going to get a millionaire proposing to her. That's just the world we live in, man.
And bro,
go ahead.
I'm answer that real quick, right?
Go ahead.
The girls you see with 1,000 followers that look bad, I guarantee you, are getting hit up way more than the girls with 100K followers.
Yeah.
Because those dudes that have the value and are out there, they've already seen those 100K chicks many times out in public.
Mm-hmm.
But they want the ones that are on the low, and one of those girls might be your girl, bro. So she's next. So be careful.
You got a story. I mean, you want to touch on it on our boy from Canada, the girl you're dealing with?
Which one?
Drake.
Oh, man, yo. I gotta keep that because she's watching me now, bro. I gotta keep that kind of low, bro. I gotta.
Okay, he's gonna lose his 301 now. But anyway, so the thing that you guys got to understand, though, all jokes aside, is that women love when men lust after them. That's the point I'm trying to make here. To bring this back full circle, women love when men lust after them, despite what they say about I hate getting catcalled and all this other stuff. Like deep down, they're like, "Ooh, this is validation." You know what I'm saying? Like, because it perpetuates where they stand in the sexual marketplace. This is why like older women will just dress up randomly one day to kind of put makeup on, lipstick, tight dress. They kind of want to see where they measure up. Like a lot of women, even if they're in relationships, they'll dress up or they'll want to do girls' night out. A lot of the time, why your girl, which you should never allow her, we did a video on that, but wants to do like girls' night out or whatever, she wants to see where she stands in the marketplace, man. That's a big part of her going out on ladies' night out. It's not ladies' night out. It's look, ladies, let's see who gets the most attention night out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, because women love attention. That is their currency. Just like men want fornication, women want attention. Because what perpetuates their value. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Also, you simps out there, stop commenting and liking these girls' pictures that you never smash, bro. I'm like, bro.
Whoa. Please tell them one more time, dude.
Yeah, I mean, you simp. I'm looking you right in the eye. You, yeah, the one in the black shirt. No, the one in the blue shirt. Nah, but real talk, like just stop doing it, guys. Because guess what, right? You go like a picture, you go comment on a post. Here's just another fan, bro. And the guy that's smashing her, that's dealing with her, never liked to comment or like to comment on her post once. So you need to be the guy that's only validating girls that you actually do it, not girls that you want to do it. Make sense? So be very careful about that.
Real talk, guys. I'm gonna say this, man. A lot of you guys,
He needs some milk.
Yo, do not. This is no free attention 2020. Shout out to Alan Roger Kerr. We talked about this on my channel. Go check it out. It was a good interview. But the point is, guys, unfollow. Okay, any girl that you're either now pursuing romantically, or you're trying to, or you're dealing with romantically, or that she's in the pipeline and you're trying to get at her. Like, if it's an IG model with 500,000 followers and you're just looking at her pictures because she has nice bikini pics, unfollow her now, man. You don't need to be on Instagram looking through your feed anyway, getting your D all hard for what, bro? For what? and then she's getting clout off you. You're liking her picture, like, oh my god, you look so beautiful. Like, bro, a lot of guys that are in the RP community, you guys are like undercover simps, man. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't, you know, I'm hardcore. I'm Mr. Red Pill, whatever it may be. Yo, no validate chicks that are not worth it. If you're not dealing with her, you don't know her in person, like you're not like trying to pursue her, or you're already dealing with her romantically. Unfollow. Don't like none of her stuff. Nothing. Stop. It's no free attention, guys. Go ahead, Fresh.
Yo, if I was a dirty dude, bro, I would let y'all know one of y'all favorite dating coaches is subscribed to a girl I talked to, her OnlyFans, but I'm not gonna share that out right now. I'm like down in the shadows, man, because yeah, man.
We might put that on Patreon. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we should. We should
put that on Patreon, man. We coming for you guys, bro. We coming for it, man. We you know, it is what it is. But okay. Anything else on that one, bro? With the list?
That's
okay.
Good.
Yo, guys, we actually skipped one, man, and this one is my bad, man. This is in, man.
Oh, I know the one you mean.
You want to hit it?
So she wants you to dominate her.
This could be number 2. Yeah, go ahead.
In bed.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Bro, you guys got to understand, man. Like, just like we talked about, like, she doesn't want to be responsible for like initiating the fornication. When the fornication is actually happening, you need to continue that trajectory of dominance. You can't be like grabbing her by the hair, kissing her, you know, biting her lip and all this other stuff. Then when it's time to like get down to it, you're over here doing missionary. Like, you're out here doing the soldier boy with the missionary. Like, nah, bro, you gotta be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta like go hard, man. Like, for you fat guys out there, you guys that are out of shape, some of you guys gotta get in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And get some more stamina. You know what I'm saying? Be able to like get strong enough that you can pin her down and she can't move, because she's gonna love that. The fact that she can't move when you hold her down. Obviously, don't like, you know, hurt her or anything like that, guys. Use some common sense, because I know some of you crazy guys, oh man, she hurt her. Okay, nah, man, use common sense and, you know, use social calibration, social acuity to assess the situation and make sure it's pleasurable for her, and consent is always there. I hate that I even have to say that on YouTube, but I'm going to say that.
Pro tip.
That's going to be nuts. Yeah, but guys, pro tip, get consent unless you want to go to jail for a very long time. So she needs to be into it, guys. You know what I'm saying? So the point is that, go ahead, Fresh. You want to say something?
Oh, no, yeah. So guys, it starts here, right? For a female, it starts right here in her mind, right? So whenever you get her on a date, you need to get her in her head and have her like start to fall for you. So a lot of guys would be like, oh, I'm just gonna escalate, you know, saying with my hands, whatever, by touching, but that helps. But it starts here. So the point is that like whenever you go on a date, you should be mentally stimulating her. Also ask questions about, I'm saying, what you might do later on. Have her in that mindset. Okay, you know what? He's asking like questions about, like, you know what I'm saying, what's my favorite position? Where's the last person had sex? So it's on her mind. And then escalate it like normal and then go for it. Anyhow, in terms of like dominating as well, this like a pro tip, right? Let's say you have a lot of bush down in the garden, whatever. Shave it. You might get an extra 2 inches or so. That's a pro tip. But yeah, it's just a tip for guys there.
You're going to look more aesthetically pleasing, man.
Yep.
Yo, shout out to Solo. He said, yo, it was a free membership, Fresh. Don't put me out like that. Oh man,
Solo's funny.
Father, have her call him up and get his. Yo, Bulldog got no chill, bro. I love this guy, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, guys. I mean, it's self-explanatory, guys. In the bedroom, you got that same dominance and leadership you demonstrated out in the world. You need to demonstrate it in the bedroom. It carries. You don't want to get her in the bedroom and be like, okay, baby, what do you want to do? Okay, all right, you want to do this? Okay, how do you feel when I do this? Do you mind if I touch you here? But is that there? Nah, man. That's not good, man. You're gonna take an L doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Again, to bring home the point. Don't ask, just do, and she's gonna tell you when it's too much. She'll tell you.
Trust me, she'll be like, not that hole. You know what I'm saying? She'll definitely tell you. You know, I might or might not have made that mistake before. So yeah, it's not fun. But anyway, with that said, I guess we're gonna go into. This is gonna be number 1. This is the last one right here, guys. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. All right, guys. So we're going to get into the number 1 thing that women don't want you to know.
Final round.
They planned the breakup way before it happens, and by the time you found out, she's already been cheating for months, and she's been checked out, man.
Damn, son.
Dude, I can't tell you. This right here, man, like all jokes aside, not even trying to like be funny. This is why guys like,
Turn red pill. Or they turn black pill.
Yeah, exactly. This is why they even find this type of content. And this is why some of them don't even find it. They decide to take their own, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into that. But
actually, I remember one of the, I won't say the names because I'm not getting freaked out, but one of the big dating coaches, they found red pill because I said RP, because they got cheated on and they didn't know why. And when they looked it up, they found the community, and as a result, now they're a dating coach. But there you go.
Yeah, man. So the thing is, guys, is that excuse me, like you guys gotta understand that like when a girl breaks up with you, like when she actually like tells you, it's already been planned for months. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that I know some guys in the sphere call this monkey branching, but I mean there's a reason for it, and I'm gonna give a little bit of the biology on it. Like I said before, we discussed before, women really haven't been able until recent history to be able to live and survive without the provisioning and security of a man. So with that, women are hardwired to look for a stronger, better male once like early. Like the women are what I call like prepared. They're always prepared when it comes to relationships. This is why I always say chicks don't take L's a lot of the time. Like they already have an exit plan planned out 90% of the time. This is why most divorces are initiated by women. This is why most breakups are initiated by women. And they typically have a guide. I think a poll was done a couple years back, and they surveyed women, and they found that like over 50% of single women were talking to another male, and there was a backup option ready to go if something happened when they were married. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it's hardwired in them, just like it's hardwired for you guys to like a girl with long hair and, nice breasts and everything like that. It's hardwired for them to look for security. So if you start showing some, softness, right? You start being like a wimp. She's going to start being like, okay, I can't really trust my life to this guy anymore. When you don't have your money right, your ambition's low, whatever. It's like, okay, she starts like, that hypergamy filter. Oh, well, the radar starts going nuts. And then she starts trying to find something better. And then you guys call it monkey branching. I say it preparing to like dodge a sinking ship. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how women are wired. They're not like us. They're not these. I hate to say it, man. They can't survive on their own. Like in modern day, they can, but not before. Go ahead.
Let me answer that, bro. So for example, right? I feel like a lot. Huh? Yeah, the phone lines. I feel like most guys are not ready for LTR just because like they can't maintain the chick anyway. So eventually, what's gonna happen is she's gonna cheat on you hardcore. But even before that happens, right? You can pick up signs, because when a woman mentally like is away from you, like she's off of you, that's it. Like once it starts up here, guys, like I said before, that's it. So you can tell by example, like let's say you start having sex with her, right? Let's she says, "Oh babe, I'm too tired today. Oh, my stomach, my tummy hurts. Oh, I just had bad lunch today. I can't do it." So she'll make like a lot of excuses not to be like intimate with you, right? Of course, because she's not in that frame. She's thinking somewhere else, or on another dude's you know what I'm saying? So the point is here is that like guys, it starts here for the woman, and if you turn her off slowly but surely, she's gonna eventually be like, you know what, I am sick of this guy. He's not the guy I thought he was gonna be. I need to look elsewhere. And what happens is that like they'll do it without telling you for months, weeks, even years sometimes, and they'll leave when it's inconvenient enough for her in that situation. Meaning, let's say, for example, let's say you're married to a chick, right? And you're paying all the bills, whatever, and she's seeing this guy every weekend or whenever she can, right? She'll leave when the guy finally commits to her fully and say, hey, you know what? Just come over here one time. Or she might leave because you stop paying certain bills. You know what? I don't need this guy anymore. I'm just going to go over to this branch, monkey branching, because now it's a better option. So be very careful, guys, because in this case, girls will not tell you anything, but you'll see signs of them just doing this off rip. Like they'll start starting, hey, you know what? Let's say you hit up, hey, baby, let's chill after work at 6 p.m. Oh, sorry, baby, I can't. I have to go to my friend's baby shower. Meanwhile, her friend is not pregnant at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that's the type of stuff will let you know that she's kind of like going away. And the last part of this is that like she's literally gonna tell you to your face. You know how? the biggest thing here is that she's gonna say to you to your face, no, but not directly. She'll say it in many different ways. Like I said, my tummy hurts, my head hurts, I'm on my period. And the biggest thing you can tell with a woman is when she starts having sex with you, that it's done, bro. At that point, it's kind of like, okay, that connection piece that you guys had together, once that's gone, her mind is gone. Just leave. Save yourself your dignity and leave while you can, while you're still ahead. Because if you just wait and try to fix it, it's a dub. So there you go.
We got John from Bulldog
My boy.
Mindset in
What's
the
up, guys?
Welcome.
How you guys doing?
Man.
Yo.
Always
Myron,
have you
I
on.
asked John how to get a Rolls Royce, and you told me. So there you go.
There you go. You know, that millionaire advice. So yeah, guys, just in general, man, understand this, that women always plan the exit. I mean, there's women that get married that go talk to a divorce attorney prior to marrying you, man. You know what I mean? Just like having something that women need security, man, and they're always going to plan an exit strategy so they don't get left holding the bag. It's just the way it is, man. They're hardwired to. They're not it's only been recent history that they've been actually able to survive without the security and provisioning of a man in modern day world where we have, you know, all these technological advances. You know what I'm saying? So, John, you have anything you want to add to it, man? Before we get into the questions?
Gosh, I don't know. I think you guys covered most of it. I mean, the big one I was talk about was like the bedroom one, which I think you guys hit on, which is like, don't ask, like just do it. Like, I mean, pretty much every girl likes certain things, you know, the spank and the, you know, I won't get too graphic here. I know you guys are trying to keep this family, but you know, those have like, you know, and oftentimes they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, I hate when guys ask if they can, you know, smack the can, smack the, I don't know, what's a family friendly way of putting this? So, smack the booty. Let's just, there we go. That's PG. But yeah, I mean, girls will even say that, like, oh yeah, I like that you just did that. I hate when guys like ask, and that's how you know. That's how you know. So
that's facts.
Factamundo, man. So all right, guys, we got the phone lines open. It's 515-605-9740. Again, 515-605-9740. We got special guest John from Bulldog Mindset in the house. So we'll go right through the super chats now. So Rob asked earlier, you want to read it out, Fresh?
So Rob said, what's a good way to show pre-selection on Instagram?
Oh, you could hit this one, Fresh. This is your wheel.
Easy peasy. So in this case, guys, with Instagram, right? You can do it two ways. Like I said, the private way, where you're like always that cool, chill guy that like girls kind of see you have game. However, on Instagram, you can't really show that interaction one-on-one. So what you do is you're always in like an area with a high volume of women, but you're not ever like with like you're saying you're not ever like singled out with one or two. You're just in like a high environment with a lot of women. And perception is, you know what, this guy is always around a lot of hot women, but not being like shoulder to shoulder, but like kind of like in that environment. So she'd be like, you know what, this guy kind of has like a air on him. Like I can't tell what it is, but like I kind of want to be around him myself. And then you create that perception. So let's say you have a friend that's like a hot girl, and she has like a lot of parties. Go to the party, take like a story. Hey, I'm out here. Say what's up, girls. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's friendly, light, and not too heavy. Versus the other side is like showing off on Instagram, which is kind of like a Dan Bazarian style, which is you have a lot of hot girls around you. You're like shoulder to shoulder. You know what I'm saying? You're maybe hugging some. You know what I'm saying? It's more direct, and that does turn off some girls, but it does work on other girls, so it just depends. But for the most part, you have two styles. The more laid-back version, where you're just around hot women, but you're not really like holding them side by side. And then the more aggressive approach is where you have them side by side. You're more like, you know what I'm saying, active and doing stuff with them. So those are the two things you can show to show pre-selection on Instagram: the stories and posts.
100%. Like, you know, you could be ostentatious with it, like Dan Blazarian is, you know, but you guys got to understand that's a high risk, high reward strategy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some girls are going to want to deal with you because like, oh my God, the fun playboy, like, cause you're the bad boy, but other chicks are immediately going to be turned off by you.
Yep.
Typically epiphany phase chicks are going to be turned off by you, but so who cares? They're older anyway. So, but like, you know, a lot of like the girls that just want to have fun, they're going to want to deal with you when you have that type of stuff with like Dan Blazarian. Or you could do what like Fresh was saying, where you're ambiguously showing other women, right? So like, you can do like boomerangs where you're like doing a toast with a girl. It's very obvious it's a woman because you see the nails, and then that will also have a bunch of chicks like, whoa, who's this? You know what I'm saying? And if it's like different ones all the time, they're like, what's going on with this guy? You know, so that's.
By the way, Myron is famously plugging himself. He does that all the time. I show mine. He don't do it though, but he's sneaky. He's sneaky.
Yeah, you know. So, John, you want to? I don't know if you have any tips on this for social media DHVs.
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys covered. I mean, you can also like it not just pre-selection, but just not just from women, but from men, right? Like if you have a high, like a pretty good account, and you have people mentioning you, and then you're getting a lot of likes on posts or comments on posts. I mean, then that's really showing that.
Yeah.
Because so many accounts are like so fake, right? With all these fake followers. So if you actually have like real people that are mentioning you or commenting on your shit,
Facts.
then that's showing that. So yeah.
Cool. So Rob actually has another question, man. Myron, when should you move out your parents' house? This is a good one, man. We made a Patreon video too for you guys.
Rob. We got a Patreon video just for you, bro. So if you want to check it out.
Check it out, but we'll answer it too, because I know there's young guys watching this, so we'll give you guys a little bit of a snapshot on what we talked about in the Patreon video. But personally, man, get out once you have like some money saved. Don't get out and be broke. You don't want to do that. You don't want to just get out and be like broke. Like, stay with your parents as long as you need to, right? Especially if you're like under 25, like stay with them, save money, make sure you're sitting on at least 6 months of expenses. You know what I'm saying? Like at least 6 months. And then you can get out there once you have like a decent job that you can actually earn some income from, where you're not going to have to live off your savings, because there's no point to move out if you're just going to live off your savings. That's stupid. You need a job that's generating income, and then the savings is just basically like a cushion in case some bad things happen to you and you don't have to run to mommy and daddy again. You know what I'm saying? And then yeah, man, just enter the workforce. But like, make sure you have like a stable job and save up your money when you're young, so that when you do leave your parents' place, you can leave for good and not make the cardinal mistake that everyone makes, where they leave and then they have to come back. Oh, I messed up. I partied too much and all my money went to vodka. Sorry. You know what I mean? So like, no. So John, you're a financial mogul here. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, guys aren't gonna like what my thoughts are. It's like, my answer is as soon as you want to be a man, because a man does not live with his parents, and a man, as soon as you turn 18, you're out. That's it. Like, you get out and you're on your own, because that's when you're a man. So that was in fact, I didn't even know any better when I was growing up. I just assumed, I didn't even ask the question. I just like, I remember thinking when I was 16 or 17, I was like, I got to figure some stuff out, because I'm going to be 18 next year, and that means that I got to move out. Like, that was just my default thinking. And I would rather like sleep in a gutter than come crawling back to my parents' house and give up my man card. So that's my opinion on it. Maybe it's a little bit of tough love, but I agree with what you're saying though about saving up money. But what I would say is plan this ahead. I mean, if you're like 16 or 17, like, figure out, all right, how are you going to get a job? What are you going to do? How are you going to get money? Right? Assume that you're going to be out on your own. And there's some circumstances where I would say, and I've even advised guys where I've said, okay, well, you know what, maybe it's good to live in your mom's basement for a while you're like saving up, or you're trying to build your business or something like that. But just understand, if you're living in your mom's basement, you're not a man. Like, you have to listen to mommy and daddy and what they tell you to do. And you're living under anyone else's house. You're not a man. Like, you have to comply and do what they say. So if you want to be your own man, you got to be your own man fully. And in fact, really, if you're a man, you should have extra resources. You shouldn't be pulling off of someone else's resources. You should be providing resources. You should have extra to go around. That's really the indicator. And that's all. And that's the things that we talk about, right? Like, when we talk about being high value and the signals that we show, and we talk about just taking the check and just putting your card in there, it's all because you're demonstrating that you have more, you have excess, right? Excess provisions. And that's what really it is to be masculine. And so, yeah, that's my take on it.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, for me, like, I took a risk because, I was just tired of being a spoiled little brat under my mom. And, I actually left the country. So I'm from Barbados. So I left the country to come to the States to live. And I was scared because, one, I didn't have a lot of money. I had maybe like $3,000 in my account when I came over here. And my thing is, it was like what John said, like, I need to become a man. And the only way I could do that is leaving my parents' care and household. And that plunge in risk made me who I am today. So sometimes you have money to just jump the gun and just do it, because if you stay in that comfort zone, you're always going to be that same person and never evolve.
Yep.
But the best scenario is to save up some money and then do it. So that's my 2 cents.
And Rob, go ahead and check out the Patreon video we shot just specifically for guys in high school and guys in college. So check that out on how to game, be more attractive, etc. When you're a younger guy, it's in the Patreon. That's open up to all members at the $5 tier. So guys, get on the Patreon, patreon.com/freshfit. That's a video specific for younger guys.
Yep.
So we got someone on the phone line, 502. I'm going to bring you on. 502, you're on with Fresh Prince CEO, John for Bulldog Mindset, and Myron Gaines on the Fresh and Fit podcast, man. Welcome. Caller, you there? Caller going once.
I hear some noise, but
Yeah, I hear something. Yeah, you might have fell asleep on the phone or something. Caller going twice and sold. Okay, call back, caller.
His mom says, hang up that phone.
Yeah.
What are you doing? We don't got no free long distance.
Johnny,
Do we have any other super chats that we're gonna let's see, guys, call in because the phone lines are open now. Let's see here if we can find any other super chats that questions that were asked. I don't think anybody. People were just things are blues with the $5 super chat donation to you guys. I missed that one earlier. Sorry about that.
shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. Oh, we got a call on the line. 818. Think I know who this is.
Hey, Myron, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you? You're on the
Hello?
Fresh Fit podcast.
Good. Yeah, I'm not gonna cause a problem today.
Okay.
So I'm not a troublemaker. Sometimes I just have questions about things, but seems like Steve the Dean doesn't want to debate anything, so I'm gonna stop doing that. But I just
Wait, who is this?
question if you don't mind.
Yeah, but caller, who's this?
This is 818.
This is Mike.
Mike.
Oh, what's up, Mike? I remember you from Lucario's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead.
What's your question?
I want to ask a serious question.
Sure.
Because there's kind of a discrepancy between like when I get advice from you guys and I go out in the real world and I want to apply it.
Mm-hmm.
There's roadblocks. You know what I'm saying? There's always roadblocks in dealing with women.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I mean is this. I want to kind of stick to cold approaching because Myron, you say it's sourcing for women, right? So you kind of have to go out. You have to play the numbers game, right?
Yeah.
Which I agree with you 100%. The problem is, Myron, this is in LA. Everything is kind of social circle, and everything is who you know and this and that.
That's
right?
very true. I've been in LA. I've said it before too. I understand. I understand that.
Right. I'm not a guy that has 1,000 people around me. I have a few close friends and I just stick with them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I kind of like that. But if anybody comes along and they want to be part of that circle, I'm open-minded. But the challenge with that is those guys don't really help me in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not. I don't know how to explain it. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, right? They're kind of just.
I absolutely understand what you're saying, and we've said it before too, brother. You can't associate with guys that don't know how to get women, because here's the thing: when you have guys that don't know how to get women, they're just going to display low value behaviors. That's going to make you look low value too. So, for example, I'll give you a perfect example.
Yep.
I know for a fact if I'm out with Fresh or John, I could bring a girl back or a group of 5 girls, and I know that these guys are going to be able to handle the situation and be able to help me. They're not going to do stupid things like a cardinal mistake that I can tell a guy doesn't have game right off rip. And this is a pro tip for all you guys in here. When you're out with like guys that you don't really know when you're gaming, if you meet women, right? Let's say you meet a group of girls, you open up a set. If any of those guys says anything degrading about you or any of the other men in the set while you're talking to women, that guy is low IQ and stupid, knows nothing about attracting women. Because here's the thing. Busting each other's balls when you're in each other's company, right? Like us behind the scenes, whatever. Like me, John Fresh, we're friends. When John comes out here, we're going to be partying in Miami. I already told him he's going to hate us. He's not going to want to chill with us no more. But we can talk about that behind the scenes because he's our man, right? But if there's going to be girls that come around, I'll tell you this, before I bring a girl over to John or to Fresh or whatever, I'm going to DHV them. I'm going to say he's a multimillionaire. This guy is a social media mogul, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. And then by the time the girl meets them, they already have a preconceived notion of where they stand on a socioeconomic status, on a value status, so that the work has already been done. But if I make fun of my friends in front of women, that right there is low value because why? Okay, you're making fun of this guy and you're hanging out with him. What does that say about you? You know what I'm saying? Low value behavior. So That's why you got to be very picky of who you deal with when you go out to talk with women, man. Because if you go out with a guy that isn't a good wing, and we're going to make a video on this, actually. Me and Fresh wrote this on the list on how to be a good wingman. That might be next week's topic. But like the thing is that you can't go out with guys that don't know what they're doing because they're going to destroy you and they're going to make themselves look bad. So
Mike
Fresh can chime in on this too.
Mike, just go by yourself, bro. It's funny because when I first came here, bro, I didn't know. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I want to say the challenge. I agree with what he said, but I'm not even having issues with that. The guys that I know, one guy is married. Okay, he's got a kid already. He's not going to help me because he's married, so I'm hanging out with him when he's not with his wife. The other guys, bro, like they're just their game is whack, man. No disrespect to them. They're successful in their career.
Most guys are going to be. You can't be mad at that, Mike. Mike, you see, you can't be mad at them for not having game.
They're not leveled up, Myron. I'm not because I'm not saying I'm any better, bro. I'm trying to learn here that I can improve. Believe me.
But you got to understand, Mike. Listen, Mike. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen. You're already lost because you're depending on them to have game.
Yep.
You got to understand right now. I'm telling you right now. Guys that actually understand women and know how to communicate with them in a manner that is conducive to you actually sleeping with them is a small percentage of men, bro.
Yo,
I'm saying,
Mike,
I know.
Myron's been here. Myron, how long you been here?
I've been here for 2 years.
How many guys have you met other than me that know the game?
Bro, I've met like zero.
So see, Mike, it took him 2 years to find a guy like me here. So, bro, while you're out in the field, go by yourself, bro. I had to do it by myself for a little bit, and it was tough. But then I met a guy going out that knew the game. Easy peasy. From there, he taught me the game straight up. So
when you find those guys, you got to align yourself with them immediately. John, I know you got something to say on this, please.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, yeah, sure, LA is hard. Yeah, social circle, all that, but it's still no excuse. You can still go out. You can still go out alone. You can still do cold approach, and you'll become better at it because it's a tougher environment. But one thing I would say. And you know, it's funny. I had a coaching client that I was out with here in San Diego, and I saw this guy. Like we were out, and I saw this guy, and I knew, like, I could see him interacting with a few girls and stuff. I was like, okay, this guy has game. So I went up and I opened him, right? And my coaching client's like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you talking to this guy? And I'm like, trust me, right? And so, you know, I talked with him, made friends with him, and you know, and then brought him around with us, right? Because he knew what he was doing. And so, but and I was also showing the guy I was with at the time, I showed him, like, look, this is what I would do if I were alone, right? I would go and I would find the most socially calibrated guy, and I would go and make friends with that guy, right? So you go out alone.
John, real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry. This is important. I want to chime in on what you just said. Those guys already have women. They don't need you. They already have one or more women. Those guys are rare. And be honest with you, when I see a guy that has a chick, right, the last thing he wants is to bring me in. And it seems like they're afraid to lose that hot girl. I'm seeing a lot of guys that are already a hot girl. They have their arm around her, because to be with a hot woman in LA is like, it's rare, dude, because a lot of guys are trying to get with the hot chicks. So there is competition with guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're assuming a lot of things here. Right. I mean, you're assuming what's happening there. But first of all, you know, just at the base level, look, don't look for the guy that has the girl. I mean, you can make friends with that guy that, or a couple, and that's fine. That's actually a decent strategy as well. But look for the guy. Like, this is what you see. Like, you get in there, okay, when you get into, like, say, a nightclub or something, assess the situation, see what's going on. Right, you're gonna see a guy that's going up and talking to this girl, and he's going over and talking to this set, right? And you know that guy is your man, right? That's the guy that you're gonna go and talk to. It doesn't even have to be that, right? I mean, that's ideal, but just go in there and just make some friends. Just start talking to, heck, maybe it's not even a guy that has a game, but at least you're going over there and talking to the guy. A group of guys, whatever, maybe even buy them a beer, whatever, right? And now you've got a home base there. Now you can go, and now you're not just all there by your lonesome, and you go out, you go talk to a girl, or heck, even, you know, this is a great one, is that you find some guys that look like they're dorks, okay? You go over and start talking to those guys, all right? And you're like, hey, what are you guys doing? Like, where's the girls? And they're like, oh, yeah, right? And they're like, hey, all right. You guys just hold on a second. I'll go get some girls. I'll be right back here. And then now you're gonna be performing, right? Because you're gonna need to do it. Like you're basically putting yourself in a situation where you have to perform, and that's good. Like you're gonna get your best game then, because these guys are watching. They're gonna say, okay, what is this guy gonna do? I don't know what he's gonna do. And then you go up and then you start talking to girls. You're like, you bring them over there, and then man, now you're the king of the castle. Now these guys are like, oh, they're seeing you, they're high-fiving you later in the evening, right? While you're trying to talk to some girl, some guy comes up and he's like, dude, what up? And he gives you a high five. You got social proof there. Like you got to set these things up for yourself, right? And you can do this multiple times, right? Like if I'm going somewhere, I'll tell you, if I'm out alone, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter if I'm gaming or not. It's just if I'm just out somewhere, I'm talking to a guy behind me in the line, talking to a guy in front of me, talking to a girl over here, right? I'm talking to everyone. I'm setting it up so that when I get into a place, or when the night is going on, that people are giving me high fives. They're like, "What's up, man?" It's like I'm a local. It's like it's cheers, right? And everyone knows your name, right? That's how you want to set things up, and that will work great for you. And then you said at the very beginning of this call about social circle game in LA. There you go. You just create your own social circle right there in an hour or 2 hour time span, and you're good.
All right, Mike.
Appreciate
you got
that.
it.
Good one. Thanks.
All right, Mike. Call back again, okay? All right, man. Thank you.
All
We're gonna go on to continue with the phone lines. Mike S with the $2 super sticker. Thank you so much. We got 502 on the line. 502, you're on the line with Fresh Prince CEO Myron Gaines and special guest John from Bulldog Mindset. What's up, dude?
Hey, what makes you guys think that these girls are worthy of all this effort when there are an endless supply of affordable escorts on the internet?
Oh,
in every major
okay.
city?
You know what? This is actually an excellent question.
Good question.
This is actually a good question. I know a lot of people would try to demonize a guy for asking a question like this, but we're gonna take a surgical approach on this. So, my man, the reason why you want to get women through the game routes versus getting escorts, I see where you're going with this. Like, hey, it's a lot of effort, it's a lot of time. Why am I going to put this effort and time when I can simply just get a 9 or a 10, pay her $300, whatever it may be, most major cities somewhere between $300 to $500 for a night, and then she leaves and I can get back to doing what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you why that's a dangerous precedent to set, because there's two problems here. Number one, you're going to get transactional sex. Carl, I'm going to mute you because your thing is making a lot of noise.
Okay.
But you can still hear us, right? So
It's
yeah,
like a flashlight in the background.
yeah. I don't know what that was, but caller.
Turn the signal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's driving. Yeah, he's driving.
Okay.
It was a lot of sound in the back. But caller, so there's two reasons. Number one, you're going to get transactional sex, which isn't going to be her best. It's going to be weird, man. It's going to be, you're going to have to be using lube and doing all this other stuff, and she ain't really going to like you like that. She's not going to give you the fellatio with the same ferocity as she would if she actually liked you. You know what I'm saying? Number two, when you pay for fornication, you're going to start to grow a resentment for women. Okay? Every single guy that I know that's done that, went down that path of getting escorts, hookers, whatever it may be, they end up becoming extremely jaded with women, man. Because why is that? Because they see the dark side of female nature of like how it's like they're basically seeing like, wow, this girl really doesn't care about me at all. She's really dealing with me opportunistically. Most guys can't deal with it when they find out their wife deals with them opportunistically from other factors. Can you imagine every single day having an opportunistic interaction with a woman and she's only dealing with you because of some kind of monetary compensation? It's going to mess up your mind, dude, and make you resent women. And here's the problem. You're going to go down that dark spiral. And then when you deal with regular women, you're going to get very angry when you don't get flaked on, when you don't get compliance, whatever, because you're used to living life on easy mode when you're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually dealing with this with one of my guys. And I'm telling him, hey, you got to wean off paying women, because when you do, you're going to come back to reality and realize, oh my God, you're telling me like I only close 10%? Gross flake? Oh my God, she didn't respond back to me. And you get an unrealistic look at how women operate. And then on top of that, you're getting it easy and you're going to resent them because you're paying them for fornication, man. So it's a slippery slope. So go ahead, guys. That's my point.
Yeah, I just want to add to that as well. Also, caller, trust me when I say,
I'm going to unmute him real quick so he can respond if he needs to.
yeah, they are good. Huh? Yeah. So there are good girls out there, And I know that sounds kind of funny because we always talk about girls for the streets, but there are actually quality girls out there. So my thing is right is that like, yes, you could pay for it and get it done faster, get back to work, whatever. But I know a millionaire personally, right? He's here in Florida. He pays girls all the time to come by his crib, whatever, so he can get back to work really fast. But now he's tired of it because it's kind of like you're going on this spiral, right? And it never ends because it's kind of like you're always chasing after the next girl. Versus, like, if you think about it, right? Most successful guys find one girl that treats them well, pretty much like feminine, and they kind of like move towards her and keep her in their circle. Versus banging different chicks because it's gonna get played out very, very quickly, right? And the funny part is that, like Marion said, the sex is gonna be very transactional. So I don't know you, bro, but the best sex I ever had was with a girl that actually liked me from me, and I got her off a game. And look, I started, bro, and I knew for a fact she liked me because one, she made it so easy for me, and she did extra. You know what I'm saying with the sex. So my thing is like, if you really want to get a girl and understand, like, you know what I'm saying, what it means to be a man, have that control. Paying for girls is you're never gonna get that true like relationship with a girl that you actually want. Because deep down, all guys want it. But is it hard to find? Hell yeah. Is it possible? Maybe not. But at least, you know what I'm saying, come from that mindset. John?
Yeah, I got a couple. I mean, what you guys said is right on. So I'll ask you a question, caller. So have you ever run a marathon?
No.
Okay, so I have a couple of marathon medals back there in the background. I could just give you one of those, and then I could go online to the race results, and I could put your name in instead of my name. Would that be something you'd be interested in?
Sure. I mean, if it's gold, if it's worth money, I'll sell it. I mean,
it's not worth anything. It's just like it's just tin. It's basically not worth anything.
No,
but
when we were interested in it, no.
Right. So why wouldn't you want to have that marathon medal and for me to put your name in on the results?
I think it's a false analogy. Like getting sex from a girl, getting what I want. It's not analogous, man. I mean, if you're just giving me a trophy that I didn't earn and a skill, something that I didn't earn, or adulation for something I didn't earn, that's not the same thing as like directly getting what you want from a girl. Like, what's the difference? I don't understand.
So
I've done the escort thing for 2 years. By like, if you visit a girl, and the 500 to 300 to 500 thing is astronomically high. They're all over the place. There are girls that will give you plenty of attention for much more than that.
Maybe even $5, but the price doesn't matter. The price doesn't matter.
They give you really. I mean, I rarely get bad sex from an escort, and like I'm in decent shape, and I'm 6'3", and girls, they like me, especially these Asian girls. They treat me like a king. I have no problem with any of this transactional sex quality stuff, none whatsoever.
That's fine. I believe you, but just to test it, just in case you're wrong, have one of the girls come over and then be like, hey, you know, I don't have money today, but check this out, and take off your shirt, and then be like, are you still interested? Like, you know, what do you think? Let's see what she says.
Dude, you guys put in way more financial commitment and effort into women than I do. Guaranteed.
Nope. Guarantee. Right. But see, let's come back to the marathon medal real quick. See, the reason why you don't want the marathon medal that you haven't earned is because it's meaningless. It doesn't have value to you because you haven't earned it. Right. It's the same thing here. It's about being a man. It's about someone said in the chat, it's about the hunt. It's about conquering. It's about succeeding. And your brain is actually wired in such a way that, you know, the whole idea of sex, the whole pleasure of the orgasm is a reward for something that you did. It's a reinforcement system. It's saying, hey, you did good. You know, when you went to and got that girl, good job, brother. And here you go. Here's your reward. Here's your little doggy treat. Right. And you're training your brain. So when you train your brain for a negative behavior and you give yourself a reward, you know,
the analogy here is false, because the women that you're hunting in the free market have had sex with just as many men as these escort girls have had. So it's like, what's the difference? It seems to me that the escort is far less of a risk than the modern thought that you get in the free market.
It's not about risk. It's not about risk. Just like running a marathon is not about getting a medal at the end. It's about accomplishing something. It's about doing something in life. I mean, you could ask the question, why do anything at all in life? Why do anything? What is the purpose of life? Life has no purpose. You could have a totally nihilistic viewpoint.
What was that, caller?
They're all thoughts. They're not
so caller, you're right now. You're doing exactly what I said was going to happen when you have sex with a lot of prostitutes.
Yeah,
you have a jaded, angry bitterness towards women, and I can see it from your voice and the way you speak and the way you refer to women. And this is exactly why I tell guys, do not pay for sex, because it's going to bring you down a dark viewpoint on how you look at women. Even the way that you speak right now.
I had these opinions years before I dealt with any escort.
Okay. That's fine. That's because you didn't have the experience of being successful as a man. But let me tell you this, okay? Let me tell you this. Hold on. Let me tell you this. A very long-term relationship.
Okay, hold on.
That doesn't prove anything. That's fine. Let me tell you this. In fact, that's good that you said that, because here's something that you won't hear from the red pill community. Okay, and I'm going to tell you. All right, that every human being, they want connection. Okay, and that's the thing that you're missing when you have, and that's the reason why this is so destructive to men when they pay for sex, is because it's an inhuman experience, right? We all strive for connection, right? We all strive for love and connection. Now, you can call it what you will, you can call it blue pill, you can say, I mean, I'm not about like being a nice guy and falling head over heels for any girl that pays you attention. I'm not all about that. But the process of actually connecting with another human being and having that connection and having that kind of sex is a lot more fulfilling to your soul than an emptyless void sex. And I'm not saying that you couldn't ever, just have meaningless sex with a prostitute. I'm not saying that you couldn't ever. I'm just saying that if that's your source of fulfilling that desire in your life, it's going to be it's not going to be the greatest amount of fulfillment, and it's going to leave something that you're going to be missing in life. And so many of the MGTOW guys and so many of the black pill guys, they don't understand this, right? They're trying to deny their human element, and they become inhuman. You hear them, you hear it in their voice. They become bitter, they become angry, and it's because they're being denied something, and they're denying that they need something that all human beings, and there's no shame in this. There's no embarrassment in knowing that you need connection, and that is an important part of life, right? If you were isolated, I mean, one of the worst punishments that they do in prison is they put someone in an isolation chamber, right? In the hole, right? And it's because you have no connection. You have no, and so, as a man, especially as a masculine man, you want connection, but I'll tell you what, one last thing I'll say, and then I'm done, is that most of the time, guys like you, again, and I'm not trying to knock you, brother, I love you. That's why I'm trying to help you, man.
That's why we're spending time talking to you right now, man, because this is a lot of guys go through this. So we got to take a little bit of time and peel this back. Go ahead, John. I don't want to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yep. Oh yeah. So I'm going to say this is that, and again, this is coming from love, but a lot of guys that are in your situation that come to this conclusion, they come to it not because they made a choice, but because they were forced down that path, because they believe that they cannot get girls. They believe the lie of the black pill, of the super chads being the only ones. They say the juice isn't worth the squeeze, because they don't believe they can do it. But you can do it. You can learn the skills, and you're gonna take some hard knocks. You're gonna take some hits on the chin. It's gonna be a hard process. You're gonna face a lot of rejection. You're gonna have a lot of bad nights and feel bad about yourself. But when you come through it, then you will see why there's a difference. And no matter what I tell you, no matter what we tell you, being on the other end of this, until you've gone through it yourself and you've experienced it and you've realized that you can achieve this and have gotten there, you're not going to really know why it's so much more important to build a genuine connection with a real girl that you have it doesn't have to be cold approach, but that you have built an attraction and had sex with versus paying a prostitute for a transactional sex. So
Facts.
yeah.
Caller, you got like, honestly, man, guys, because we got other callers on the line. I'm just gonna say this, man. Your dopamine receptors are fried because you're getting sex easily from attractive women, and you haven't gotten it through, her wanting to actually be with you, and that creates resentment. And deep down, it creates resentment because in your head, you cannot respect the woman that you're paying for sex. You can't. You know, man, you're hardwired to be repulsed by promiscuous women.
You're all paying for sex.
Yeah. Oh, okay, hold on. Caller, real quick, right?
No resentment toward women whatsoever.
Caller, real quick, right? I challenge you, bro, right? To try to go on dates without paying for sex right now. Just try it, right? See how it feels. And for example, bro, I thought I can do it. I have a bad issue with stuttering, right? Bro, if I can do this shit, bro, I guarantee that you could do this shit too. Mind you, it's gonna be painful, like what John said. But
that's not a problem for me. I have no problem getting girls. Dozens of girls have wanted long-term relationship with me my whole life.
So
when
why
I
pay?
find out they've had sex with all these men, I can't take the shit serious.
So why pay then? So why pay?
The idea of falling in love with some girl who has caught 100 loads on the back of her tonsils by other men, and I'm not doing it.
Wait a minute. I know who this is.
Talking at this girl who's been a thought her whole life.
I know who this is. Is this Southern Israelite?
You fucking better believe it is.
Oh shit.
Oh, we try to help you, and this is we try to do some good in the world. This is what we get.
Yeah, he made a 7-minute video saying F Unplugged Fitness. Well, you know what, man? We're not going to share that same hate towards you, man. All I'm going to say is,
I wish you best, brother.
Yeah, we wish you best. And before I let you go, Southern Israelite, man, because this is the first time we've spoken on the line, and you made a video, insulting me, saying F Unplugged Fitness, whatever it may be, dude. You got some demons, man. That you got to get sorted out, and I think paying for the sex.
You're coping because you can't answer the arguments I've made, dude. These are all coping mechanisms.
It's not coping mechanisms at all, man. We just see things differently, and I think the way you see,
you're not dealing with what I'm saying. You're not disproving anything I'm saying. You're coping.
I literally called why you're angry.
You don't.
I literally called it in the beginning.
Your whole life is trash.
Southern Israelite. I literally called it in the beginning, dude. I called it in the beginning. All right, I'm gonna have to take you off, man, because you're talking over me and everything like that. The point is, I called it in the beginning that the reason why you should not pay for sex is because it's going to create resentment. And then what do? All these women are thoughts. You literally proved my point.
Every man.
You have an unhealthy view of women, my man. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying?
I have a realistic view of women.
All right, well, that's your opinion.
Black pill. It's the truth.
That's your opinion. Not every single girl has 1,000 bodies on her, man.
Caller, when you slept with over 1,000 girls yourself, you understand.
Bullshit. All these women are whores. Dude, what are you talking about?
All right, man. Take it easy, bro. Right. Guys, people in the chat, don't be like him, okay, guys? All right.
Yeah.
4-7 on the line.
and Southern Israelite, read Hosea again.
Yeah, he's this what's up, brother? You are on the Fresh and Fit podcast with John from Bulldog Mindset, Fresh Prince CEO, and Myron Gaines. I hope you are not an angry incel. Please.
No. Trust me, man. I was like, damn, please hang up on that fool.
Welcome to the show, brother. What's your question?
Some dark sides, man. As a guy that used to, pay for sex, escorts and all that shit, the dark side of that shit is, man, it's like a drug, man. It's no different from
Facts.
Getting high, cocaine and all that shit.
An addiction.
And because you're looking for that temporary high and stuff like that. Everything just like the other guy said there, like I forgot your name is the one on the bottom.
John.
What's your name again?
John.
John, yeah. So like you say, you're looking for a connection and stuff like that. Something that happened that results you want to pay for sex and think you want to go that route so much. And some of these escort girls and stuff like that, when you get close to them in a way too, they'll reduce you. They'll try to get in. I got like that a couple of times that way too, like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's very true, bro. We made an episode on that.
Porn star like that.
Yeah, no, bro. I'll tell you this, caller. Like, trust me, man. I've hooked up with OnlyFans girls, dancers, all this stuff. And when you treat women like that good, a lot of the time, bro, they treat you terrible, man. And that's why she belongs to the streets. So, typically that's a sign of a girl. That's a sign of a girl that you don't want to deal with. Like, she's going through some BS. She's been traumatized, whatever. And then because it's your male instinct to like help a woman that's in need, and you help her and you get burned, bro. And that's why we've learned these lessons and we're able to make these lists. But go ahead, caller. I don't want to stop. What's your question?
Exactly. Yeah, I just want to touch up on he's trying to make excuses. Trust me, you'll get resentful and all that stuff too. You know what I say? The movie Pretty Woman did. It did a dark side that has every man that keep constantly paying for escort, thinking they could be like that Richard Gere character and be like a Captain Saberhole type dude, and thinking that one gonna fall in love with you and all that stuff like that. You know, everything for real. But most of the time, if that do happen to some guys, she's more damaged, you know what I'm saying, than what she is and stuff like that. And then majority of the time, they might not even live a happy ever after like you think they do.
But caller,
like that. Yeah.
Just to add that as well, he does have a point. I mean, a lot of girls aren't worth the squeeze, but to have that as your total ultimatum view, as you know, is not good. So here's the long and short of it, right, guys? Like, if you can really like focus on becoming the best person that you can be, you get to choose what type of girls you want to be around.
Facts. And
once you can figure that out, you're gonna see for yourself. Okay, you know what? This one's bad. I don't want her. This one's cool. Helps me with my purpose and my business. I want to be around her. And you get to see how females are. And over time, you're gonna understand. You know what? There are some good ones and there's some bad ones. But now I have the power and I have the shout out to my boy King Riches. Once I have the power, I can choose for myself who I want to be around.
That's why it's so important to become high value, because when you have high value, you're able to actually exercise some kind of leverage in the sexual marketplace. Let's keep it real. Most guys take what they can get.
Exactly.
That's why guys get in such bad relationships, because they take what they can get. But when you're high value, and more importantly, you're high value, you've hooked up with a lot of women. That's why I say it all the time. Don't get married until you're 35 years old and you have at least a 50 lay count and like 6 months of money. Because the thing is this, you're not gonna
debate with this yesterday.
You're not gonna have the ability.
You know, our own son.
You're not gonna have the
skill. Be worried about any relationships until he's 30 years old, because he should be dating different women, building his money up, his empire. By the time he's 30, most of that should be out of the system. Then he knows what type of woman he actually really wants, and his finances and his values, how about everything is up.
All right, but caller. Do you have a question, man? Because we got a bunch of people on the line, man, and we're trying to get everybody else in.
Like a comment, like, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to add, like, that last caller definitely, like, he's going overboard. I was like, nah.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. But thanks anyway. Definitely. I just wanted to give my input and everything.
No, bro. That's valuable.
Thanks, bro.
Valuable. As a guy that this is a guy that he went into the prostitution, went to the dark hole, and then this guy Southern Israelite still hasn't come out. So, thank you for that. 347. You take it easy, bro. Thanks for calling in.
I don't want to just leave one quote for the guys in the chat and also the guys on the panel.
Yeah.
Like, I heard this on the podcast I was on earlier. Mm-hmm. It's women have sex with who they want. Men have sex with who they can get.
Fact.
So that guy that calls, he probably only gets like those type of girls because he's around those type of girls and he's low value. If you had a higher status and he understood who he was and what he could get, he would date different girls that have more value and are willing to be more genuine and more feminine. So
I'm very happy that John was able to identify him, because now I know who he is and I know exactly why he has trouble meeting women, bro.
Like, wait a minute though.
Go ahead, John.
Are you calling me a woman? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no.
Yeah, I was, but no, it's very I'm glad that you identified him, dude, because now it makes sense, perfect sense why he's so angry. Like, the guys, for the people in the chat, I don't even want to give this guy clout, but he's a very angry black pill dude. Yeah. Like, he's
actually a really smart guy. You know, I actually had him on my channel at one point, but yeah, just the viewpoints, just jaded viewpoints that it's unfortunate. It's a good example, though. Hopefully people can see that this is what,
and that's what
you don't want to go down that path.
All right, we got two more callers on the line.
We got one super chat real quick from my boy Jared, real quick, if you don't mind reading it.
Yeah, please. Jared, okay. Bros, do the opposite of that guy. We will all make it facts. Get a Don DeMarco for that one.
My boy Jared. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, no worries, man. We just had to make some joke there. But no, I love that John was able to identify the guy. All right, 601, you're on the line on the Fresh and Fit podcast with Myron Gaines, Fresh Prince CEO, and special guest John from Bulldog Mindset. What's your question? 601 going once. 601 going twice. Okay, what's up, man? You're on the Fresh and Fit podcast. How are you? What's your question?
Hey man, the first time calling in your show.
Welcome.
I love you guys. What are you doing on the show? Okay, so Mike, I've overheard the conversation with Southern Israelite, and dude, if you're listening to this, you need to let go, man. Whatever it is that you're holding, it's not worth it. I've been there. I've never screwed any escorts, but the hate, it can eat you. I've been in that state for more than a decade, 15 years to be exact, and it is not good at all, man. It changes your viewpoint, everything, even your taste change. It affects everything. Whatever you have, let it go. If you view women as $100 bill walking around in Gucci shit, whatever, just let it go. It's not worth it. And if you think this way for a very long time, it's going to affect you. Quick comment. You know who views women as escorts? Like serial killers. Just, dude, it's I don't know what to say, man. I'm a bit scared with Southern Israelite and the way he looks at things.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, that's why we tried to talk the guy off the ledge, but he's obviously in his ways and he has his, his preconceived thoughts, and that's fine. But no, caller, thank you for calling in. We got a bunch of people on the line. I want to get them all in. We'll give you guys 2 hours, man. We're just going to do 90 minutes, but we got John from Bulldog Mindset here. And obviously this is a very important topic, man, because a lot of men struggle with this. 601, thank you for calling in. A lot of men struggle with this, man. And this is something that, guys, we're not here to like be misogynist. I want to make that very clear. We're not here to sit here and say, oh, women are evil and everything. We're teaching you guys about unflattering realities when dealing with women so that you can navigate them to find the ones that you want that are worth your time. You understand? There's a big difference. You know what I mean? But to go in and say, oh, they're all hoes and all this other stuff, like, nah, man, like that's not the way to go. Because then you're just going to have a jaded, angry persona. And then guess what? When you go to talk to normal girls trying to get a date, she's going to feel that hate coming from you. And she's not going to want to deal with you. So
guys,
443.
All girls are not hoes. The ones you've met are probably hoes. But keep looking. You'll find one eventually.
Yeah. Exactly, man. And that's why it's so important to be high value so you can pick and choose who you want to deal with. All right. We got 443-813-832-438. We're going to knock these out quick, guys. Please get on the line. Ask your question so I can make sure I can get everybody on the line and we don't hold up John and Fresh too long. 443 on the line.
Hey, Myron. How you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good. My name's Scott. I worked with you back in the past. You probably remember me a little bit.
Yeah, I do, man. What's up, Scott? How are you?
What's up, dude? I didn't even know you were doing these podcasts, and it just came up on my feed, and I was like, holy shit, this is fire ass shit. Perspective than a lot of guys. You have a different perspective than a lot of guys, and you're pretty down to earth with it, like,
yeah, man,
and realistic. And I had a question.
Sure, please.
It's a serious question. Like, I'm getting to the point where things have changed a lot for me in the last year.
Yep.
It has nothing to do with prostitutes or anything. I've never done anything like that. But
good. I hope so.
Like, I'm getting to the point where I like have girls in my rotation, and morality aside, like, I don't mind like cheating or anything like that. But do you ever worry, one, that you won't ever be able to be faithful ever?
Yeah, I've accepted that. I'm going to be living.
And added to that question, do you care?
I've accepted that already. I'm going to have multiple wives. I grew up Muslim. Like I've already like there's no monogamy with me. Like a man doesn't work his ass off to become wealthy, affluent, and high value to have one woman. It just doesn't work that way because a high value guy, if you're a true high value guy, you're literally in the 1%. Last I checked, there's hot bimbos everywhere. Mm-hmm. So, and here's the thing that women understand deep down. Women know deep down that if a guy's really high value, she's got to share him. You know what I mean? And her sharing you is an embodiment of her actually viewing you as high value. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to you. It's a personal choice. You know what I mean? I have different background on it. I'm going to pass it to Fresh and John to see what they think. But I personally think a consequence of dealing with a high value guys, you're going to have to share them. And there's no way I'm going to be tied down to one wife. I'm having multiple. Fresh, John, what do you guys think? And then we'll move on to the next caller.
John,
yeah, I mean,
that's kind of classified. Fresh.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
my bad.
I forgot. So yeah, bonsai. For me, man, like how to put this, I'm not looking for anything in particular right now, just because like I'm trying to work on myself and my business and get up and running to how I want it to be. But at the same time, like I have chicks in my life that are like really good chicks. Like they'll help me with my laundry, dishes, my business, doing videos, and like it's no brainer that like she likes me for me. You get me? And I could settle down with her, but then in my heart I'm like, yo, like I want to be free. I'm still young. I'm 27 years old. I still want to do my thing. It's kind of like, why give up the golden egg when you don't have to? So right now for me, I would just say like I'm still trying to figure out like what I fully want as a man. Maybe when I get older, like Lucario always says, my mindset might change a little bit more. Right now I'm still young. I'm still trying to, like, what I'm saying, build myself up. So I'm gonna be pretty much like doing my thing for the most part. So
so at the moment, I just had to want to add something to like put a spin on it, so you guys can kind of see where I'm coming from. So I like kind of got myself in too deep, like before I was ready. Not really, because I don't care. All these girls could leave me, and I wouldn't really care. But I got to the point where now it's like I have two girls that I like call when they're around. Like I call them, like they think we're dating. Like I only see them once a week because I'm busy, and they know I'm busy. But like they legit think that we're dating. And then the other one kind of knows that I talk to other girls, but she wants to kind of be dating. And now I just don't exactly know how to like reverse track. Obviously, I'm not going to make excuses for anything, and I don't really care if they find out. But it's like I just want to know if there's like a kind of right way to do it. Like, do you just do it on the low and be really cordial about it and not like tell them? I'm not trying to be like rude either, Like I don't want to be like, yeah, fuck you, bitch, I'm fucking another girl. Should I just be like all on the down low? I'm in a big city. These girls don't know each other.
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
John, has something for you, bro. Go ahead, John.
Well, I was gonna say a couple things. I mean, just to answer what you asked real quick, I would say that it doesn't matter. Like, just don't bring up the conversation. Like, as soon as it's always the woman's responsibility to bring up relationship conversation. If she does bring it up, right, then like the non-dick move is to be honest and be like, yeah, I'm not looking for that, or I'm not looking for a long-term thing. I'm not looking for exclusive thing, right? Just to be straight up. But if they never bring it up, that's like, that's their problem, right? That you don't bring it up. And then as far as like the long-term thing, the first question you asked, have you read the book The Truth by Neil Strauss?
No.
Or Truth? I would recommend that. Every guy should read that book. It's really about the question you asked, which is like, what is the optimal way? Like, how can you live your life as a guy? Can you go with just one? Does polyamory, like he tries all these different things. And I think it's just a good exploration in the front. Like there is no simple solution, right? And I think that's kind of like it's almost like the ultimate, like, that was what the whole blue pill, like the red pill was about, was like taking the harder choice. Like you could stay blue pilled and you could like live a life of perfect monogamy and take the risks entailed in that, and and all the dangers of that path, but be pure of heart, right? Or you could take the red pill and kind of go down, you see the real reality and go down the darker path, but you can't come back from that, right? Because once you know that reality, it would probably be pretty difficult for you to be lifetime monogamous. So that's why the choice is actually like I think too many guys are taking the choice lightly. They're like, just red pill is just information I get. It's actually a choice that you make, right? To say that, okay, I'm going to go down this road, and once I acquire this information and I become this person, I can't go back from it, because like in your position where you're at now, most guys are in the blue pill position where they meet one girl, first girl that will have sex with them, that's the girl that they marry, they stay with, and then bad things happen. We know how that path goes, right? Whereas once you've gone down this path that you've gone, what you can do, what you're capable of, like you've identified, like as Rollo would say, that you know your worth. It's hard to go back. Like, what do you now? You can't ever undo that and not know your worth. Like, what what's possible. So.
And Scott, before I let you go, man, because we got to go to the next two callers, I'll just say this. Understand that you have two options. You can be straight up with them and accept the reality that one of them is going to leave you, or one of them might not accept, or all of them will leave you because they won't accept that. Or you can continue to do what you're doing, keep it on the low, and then risk getting caught, and then deal with the consequences of getting caught. And let me tell you this. When girls don't take L's well, and they don't want to feel stupid. So if you cheat on a girl and she catches you, that's when your car gets tires get blown and everything like that. So you know, it's your choice to make from there, bro. But I got to move on to the next one. Scott, thank you so much for calling in and tuning in every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. One on my boy CEO Fresh Prince's channel, and CEO Lifestyle, and then on my channel on Thursdays at 6 p.m. So tune in, brother.
Thanks a lot, Myron. I love your shit.
Thank you, man. 813 and 832, and then we will close this out, man. You guys are getting a little bit of a longer show. Took a little bit of a serious tone there. Okay, let's go here. 813, you're on the line on the Fresh and Fit podcast. What is your question, sir? 813? Oh, he hung up. Okay, you got disconnected. All right, 832. Houston, Texas, checking in. 832, what's up, man? You're on the podcast with Fresh and Fit.
What's up, Myron? What's up, man? This is Swele. I spoke to you a few times on Instagram.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm pretty sure you forgot, but I'm doing good, man. I just want to give a big shout out to you guys, man. Myron, John Bulldog, CEO, because you guys are teaching these guys on a technical level. It's not just no PUA, talk to this girl, sleep with this girl. You're showing the technicality behind it, and then people can go back and read Rollo's book to see why we're justifying what we're doing. So I just want to give a big shout out to you guys. Myron, I watch your shows all the time. Just want to thank you for what you're doing for the community, and you're helping guys out, man. So that's all.
Thank you so
big
much,
shout
man.
out. Just continue doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you so much, man. I got to give credit where it's due, bro. I got a great team behind me. I got Fresh. I got John. I got Rich Cooper. I got John from Modern Life Dating, Rollo Tomasi, Troy Francis, Ryan Stone. Like, we got the whole team, man. So, you know, the only reason I'm even here is because of those guys. So I always got to pay homage. Solo TV 84, Donovan Sharp, Minister Jab, Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole everybody, man. So thank you so much for tuning in. And man, we're gonna take over, baby. So thank you.
For sure, man.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you for that support, bro. Call in next time.
No problem.
All right. Since we missed that other guy, last one, 438. 438, you're on the Fresh and Fit podcast with Myron Gaines, John from Bulldog Mindset, and Fresh Prince CEO. What's up, man? What's your question?
Hey, what's up, man? This is amazing, man. Quickly, I just want to say great show. Love the content.
Thank you.
Bulldog content, Unplugged Fitness content, Fresh Prince content. Really love it. I'm learning a lot. I just wanted to say, like, is there a book that you would recommend as far as really understanding female psychology and really understanding the game? Some of the books that I read The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene. And right now, I'm actually reading The Rational Male by Rollo Tomasi. So I just want to know if there's maybe like a book that you would recommend that would help you understand, like, you know, the game and also like female psychology.
I'll go first and I'll turn it to the panel because I know these guys have excellent recommendations too. John reads a book on, just so you guys know, John reads a book on Audible like at 3 times speed, like once, like 3 books a week. So with me personally, man, as far as like understanding female psychology, I love The Mystery Method. I think it's an excellent book. The problem is that the principles are dated. The theory is excellent, though. He talks about the attraction triggers, compliance ladders, etc. Anyone that knows their assault in women needs to read that book. That book is great. The Rational Male gives you like the deep-rooted female psychology. Like that book right there, like, you know, like if you don't understand women, like you're like, oh my God, I don't get this. Reading that book is going to literally explain everything. It's like the Game Shark on how women think is The Rational Male. And then The Mystery Method, it gives you a little bit of application. However, it's dated. I'm not going to lie. You know, he's teaching canned openers, indirect openers, all this stuff, you know, calling girls later on, getting phone numbers, where in reality, we live in an Instagram world that is dominant, where you need to close deals fast. So those are books that I recommend. But yeah, absolutely. The Rational Male is mandatory reading, man. And I don't just say that because Rollo's a friend, but the guy is literally life-changing work. So I'll turn it to John and Fresh. And what do you guys think? And then we'll close this out.
Let's see. I got a couple of lists. I've got some YouTube videos I could send you guys to on it. But so
chat, man.
Maybe I'll drop them in chat after. But The Way of the Superior Man by David Data, really good book. That book will teach you how to be masculine, like in a relationship. Very, very important in understanding female psychology. It's a lot of stuff that you don't hear in the Red Pill community, but it's really, really solid. Like that book would change your life for sure. I'd say, like, because as far as like you know, it depends on where you're at, but if you haven't read No More Mr. Nice Guy by Dr. Robert Glover, I would highly recommend that one. That one talks about a lot of really important concepts like covert and overt communication, which is really important, and implicit contracts, which is something that a lot of guys do all the time, and that causes them to be really needy. The Truth I already mentioned. The Irrational Male, Evolution of Desire by David Buss. It talks a lot about female desire and how it works, which I think is really important to understand. Sperm Wars by Robin Baker. That has like a bunch of stories. That book will wake you up. Sperm Wars. So it talks a lot about like just the evolutionary biology and how male and female interactions happen, cheating, dating, when women have sex, like all kinds of things in that arena. My Secret Garden by Nancy Friday. It's a book that is just a bunch of women's fantasies, like sexual fantasies. That will blow your mind, like all the kind of stuff that's in there. Like, and that, I think it's really important to understand that, because you'll see just how like you'll see patterns there, and you'll see what actually really turns women on. And then one more I'll recommend is Why Women Have Sex. For guys, it's like 2 reasons, right? But for women, there's like a whole host of reasons. And that's really important to understand as well, whether it be from the perspective of getting sex, or understanding like if you're being used in a situation where you're getting sex, but it's not because of genuine desire. So yeah, that's probably my list. There might be a few I left out, but those are the main ones.
And Fresh?
That's a great list, man.
Fresh, what's your list?
Yeah, man. I'm a little bit different from the panel because I haven't really read books on game, so to speak. I actually learned in the field from a pimp. You feel me? Like a legit pimp showed me the game. But I did take a look at a book. It's not very popular, just because he's a dating coach that's not really like that. But How to Be a 30% Man by Coach Corey Wayne. Like I read like half of it, just like I was curious about it, and it's really good. Like it teaches you from A to Z on a date, what to do, what not to do. And I feel like when you can master a date, you can go on multiple dates. I can like get the woman's nature and perspective, and then create your own opinions on that. So if you can handle a date, do multiple dates. That book's a really good book on how to date and how to close at the end of the night as well.
And shout out to Afi Kingdom. He just released a book called Finesse Game, Lucario, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. I'm obviously going to recommend those books as well. I think those are fantastic books.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But hey, guys, we've been on for 2 hours. We had a record of 305 live viewers, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
And obviously, thank you to John from Bulldog Mindset, and pretty much he's a member of the panel at this point. Like, he just comes in like with his family. I love having him here because he gives another. He's older than both of us, so he gives some more wisdom. So it's beautiful. And we had a great episode. We talked with some guys, Black Pill guys. I see 908-647. 813. I see you guys on the line, man, but we're gonna have to get off the air. We've been on for a while now, and we don't want to kill people. But yeah, man. With that said, guys, we're gonna be back on Tuesday on CEO Lifestyle's YouTube channel, the Fresh and Fit podcast at 6 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Guys, get on the Patreon. The Patreon is really where we have a lot of the meat content in there. We have a bunch of videos in there and different tiers, receipts, all that stuff. Patreon.com/freshfit. It's only $5 to get in. It's literally a Starbucks with a chick that probably isn't even going to bang you anyway. So invest that money with us. And yeah, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in.
You don't need the hookers, right? $2 a pop. There you go. Right there you go. Better.
John, before we leave, man, can you please tell the people where to find you with all the wisdom that you be dropping?
Yes.
Yeah, just go to bulldogmindset.com. And then when you get a little pop-up that asks if you want to take the Bulldog quiz, say yes, because obviously you want to know what your Bulldog score is. 10 questions, take the quiz. I'll let you know if you're a victim mindset or Bulldog mindset, and then I'll give you some videos and some help to raise the score if it's low. So
awesome. Guys, with that said, get on the Patreon. We'll see you guys next Tuesday on the Fresh and Fit podcast, 6 p.m. on CEO Lifestyle channel. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Peace.